All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brian the Grizzly. Brian Man should be joining us shortly. What's up, man? How was your weekend?
Man, I did so much watching, like between movies and TVs. I mean, I was watching all type of stuff. Like this is nuts. I've never watched so many things in one weekend.
Yeah, this was like I forgot who we were talking. I think it might have been Zach Attacks. We were talking about like this weekend was like the start of like everything. Whether it be like a bunch of TV shows kind of going off and a bunch of movies started. So. Yeah, it's not like the big start, but it's the main start.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, we're already watching Severance. The Gorge was out. I finished Earth Abides. Cobra
Kai finished. Yeah, this weekend.
Still got Spider-Man. Still dealing with Invincible.
Yeah.
Captain America. I watched Mayfair Witches, or half of it watched me because it took me twice. I'm like, dude, what are we doing here?
So my God, man.
I try hard. This is not good, man.
No, there's 2 episodes left. If it doesn't get me back into it at least a little bit, I really don't care for a season 3. I don't think I will watch a season 3.
I'm with you.
I just won't.
I'm there. I'm down that rabbit hole. I'm done trying to figure this out. So
yeah, but that's coming to an end.
I checked out
Reacher starting.
Reacher comes out Thursday.
It's coming out this week. Yeah,
I think Thursday. Yeah. So I got to watch Invincible, Reacher, and what else on Thursday too? There's like 3 things on Thursday.
Spider-Man comes out on Wednesdays.
Yeah, that's Wednesday.
Yeah, but it's the end of Spider-Man. You got the last 2 or 3 episodes for Spider-Man, but but
actually, it's funny because I went out after I watched Captain America.
Oh, you bought it?
I went and bought the first.
It's not the best, but it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's not like, to me, like the Marvel's level
After watching this Captain America, I still say that's the worst Captain America I saw.
I agree. I agree with that. Out of all 4 Captain Americas, that's
the worst.
The worst.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see who's in. What else you got? You got it. I was gonna get it, man, but I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I can do $50. Because damn, that is cool though. That is cool.
Hey,
nice.
The way Sam does all that, man, I gotta go. I was like, look, you know what? I bought it. I swiped my card. I said for the culture.
I think Brandman got the helmet head.
Yeah, the helmet
kind of thing, which that one's pretty cool too. That wasn't too bad.
And of course, I don't know if you guys can see the Funko Pops above my head. Falcon, Captain America. No.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Usually when we're talking about something big, I probably already have the Funko Pop. I already put it up there behind. It's somewhere behind there.
We got to do our room tours. We'll probably do that for members only. So if you want to see like all of Brian's stuff, all my stuff, I got a bunch of stuff on the floor that's not even on the shelf. And you got like 3 other walls full of stuff.
I mean, I have things behind Funko Pops. I have other things. My desk is full of just stuff. It is so bad. I was looking like, man, what? Man, just so many things. I'm trying to catch up on reading stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do a quick run through, see who's in chat. Collector Movie Man said if we watched The Accountant. We did. I think it should be the edited version should be coming out. I don't know.
Wednesday.
I think what's the month? I think Wednesday, because I think tomorrow Jurassic Park, and then The Accountant, and then Megan 2.0. Those are the trailers that will be coming out in the morning. But if you want to go watch our last live, you can watch it there. Oh, maybe not. I might have trimmed it out.
I cut it. Yeah, no, I know I cut it.
Yeah, because it's Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers don't
play.
Don't play. Yeah. But it'll be coming out pretty soon. And we got Brandon. What's up? So yeah, brand
It's cold out here, man. It was cold today.
Oh man. So Derpy, I'm not gonna read the comment. I'm gonna save it for later. But I see Derpy in the house. You're talking about Captain America. He's talking about Cobra Kai. Like Cobra Kai too. Yeah.
Let me say, and we know what he's saying. He's saying he understands. Like it feels like he's represented in it. He understands what the whole point of Cobra Kai, and he's been invested in it for 7 to 8 years. So your investment makes you feel a certain type of way about overall things. That's going to be very similar to what I said about Captain America.
Yeah. There was a little cameo in the end of Cobra Kai that I appreciated, because like before he became the freaking big guy that's in every movie now, he started off as Stingray, so we'll talk about that. But yeah, I appreciate Derpy in the house. I marked those, so when we get into those, I'll bring that up again. Yeah. And we got a viewer, Drew.
What's up, man?
We got Ace.
Ace is in the building. Okay.
Professor Film Fam.
I profess too, man. I'm ready to say what I want to say now.
Yeah. And we got Derpy saying hello to everybody. Appreciate that.
I still love Derpy's icon now. It's awesome.
I know, man. That's a good one. I really do like that one, man. Was that like AI, or did you have somebody draw that up for you? Because that
looks you. That's you. So that's really good.
Yeah, I like the colors. The little person. Like it. Sister took you to Olive Garden for lunch. Nice. Get that unlimited soup and breadsticks.
Soup salad. That's all I do.
Yep.
I'm the weird person. I don't eat pasta.
Wearing the right hat, bro. I had to wash this thing like 4 times and use like 2 different kind of stain removers to get it like back to being like white and not like yellowish.
Oh, the sweat.
The sweat. Oh yeah, but I do love this hat. Let's see, watching all the snow come down. Well, that was us on Friday.
And you know what's funny, because we have a polar vortex for us now, so we're gonna be really cold. But then next week, I was looking at it, we're gonna be like in the 50s.
Oh no, shit, really?
Like really?
Nice.
It's like, all right.
Yeah, because right now it's like 4 degrees out right now.
Yeah.
This morning it was like 2.
Drop to -5 overnight.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Still not nothing like on Anzo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Got Sheed. So he's watching Captain America ×2. I'll be back in half an hour. All right. Go check that out. Come back.
I watched it twice, so
nice. Yeah. Go ahead. Derpy saying that you might. Look, man, you might need it. Oh yeah, we got Fernando. What's up, Fernando?
What's up, Fernando? Yeah, thanks for jumping in.
We got Zach.
Yeah, Zach. I was looking at Zach.
I was like, oh shit, he popped up.
I was like, man, did we get here early enough that he actually could stay awake? That's what we always do. We start so late. Zach's like, dude, it's literally midnight.
He's like in bed. I know, but appreciate Zach coming in, man. Go check out Zach. He needs way more subscribers. He's getting good views. Yeah, that's all that, man. Getting good views, getting good interaction.
He's one of the better movie, when you really talk about breaking down a movie, Zach's just up there. He's really good at doing those reviews. He's to the point. He understands what why movies are made certain ways. I mean, I'm all for it. I don't always agree, but I always agree with his reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with what his point is, but I definitely agree with his reasoning. Like, yeah, I totally understand where you came from. I totally get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta give a shout out to all the movie tubers. All the movie tubers are a lot of fun to watch, because you have your old school guys out there, your Campias and your why am I trying to blank on the dude that's always in the leather jacket? Jeremy Johns.
Yeah, Jeremy Johns. Yeah.
So I mean, you have all those guys, but like these, like for me, like these newer guys, you know, like Sully and
Sully's really good.
Sully's really good, you know, and he's just upping his game with all his new equipment and his new toys and stuff. But you know, Kenny's great, Zach's great. You know,
Kenny
Leo
has some of the best edited stuff. Like he's really good at his edits.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, so many, like, you know, David Brisket. He changed it to like what was his old name? Oh shit, I can't remember what his old name was. But he's changing it up, and he's been talk about like seeing somebody from being just like raw, just like kind of figuring it out and doing it and being polished up and just keeps getting better and better. You know, Jason Entertainment, you know, Cam Cross is up there, you know, Mike, Peter Meets Films, you know, Cosmics always is great, you know, the Oberthorian, the Movie Minute, TJ's doing some really awesome stuff, you know, Journey Through Cinema, Zach Millen, can't forget about Zach Millen, you know,
and they all are a little bit different. You know, no one's the same, no one's doing the exact same, and they all have different parts of them that are just really good.
Yeah, if you want like longer stuff that's really well done, like Journey Through Cinema is really great, you know, Sully, you know, and Zach do all this stuff. There's like being part of these guys and being like in this kind of group with them is just like I don't even know how like appreciate to be how much appreciated I feel to be in with these guys, you know.
No, their details are all about it. Like it's interesting.
Yeah, you know, so yeah, I mean, Journey Through Cinema, he's getting a lot of like views and interaction with his last few videos, you know, so he's like definitely, I think, is gonna be the first one to really like pop off. But you know, just being with all these guys, you know, I think this is the next group of movie reviewers, you know, because I think the old guard is starting to get a little old. A little repetitive, I think, you know, because I hear the same thing all the time a little bit.
I think you form your views, and now that your views are kind of pushing your own points of how you want to see something, and it's nice to have a newer viewpoints from different people from different points of view. Just makes a lot more sense. Makes me feel like I'm being heard because we see things more similar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, anytime you see like we gotta do another like appreciation post and just or an appreciation video and just like list a bunch of awesome creators that, you know, we watch, we work with, you know, collab kind of, you know, stuff like that. But you know, they're dubbed the movie tubers, so which is just perfect. This is like a perfect name. Zach said I came up with that name, or I think Kenny said I came up with that name. I don't remember that, but but yeah. What else we got? We got Cleves in the house. What we got? We got Delta Dan. What's up? So any of the comments you guys talk about Brave New World, bring it up for sure. Bring it up, but I'm gonna save it for when we get into Brave New World. So just so you guys know.
So we're gonna wait till Brandman gets here because I think it won't get us all our opinions at the same time. Because I don't know. I don't want to go on my soliloquy too long about anything. So I want someone to be able to break it up, and you want to have it from a different perspective because I see it the way through my eyes. Tank's going to see it through his eyes, and you know, I think that's how you're going to really just determine if this movie is good or not. You know, can you empathize? Can you put yourself in someone else's situation and understand why they either like it or totally dislike it? I think that's important.
Yeah, I agree. And once Brandman comes on, we'll probably jump right into it because we're gonna talk Mayfair witches probably at the end. We'll save that for the end. You know, when everyone decides to go to sleep for the night, we'll finish off with that. Yeah, but we got The Gorge, which was a movie that just came out of nowhere. That was awesome.
I liked it, man.
Yeah, it was spoiler. It was really good. What else were we talking about? Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai,
we didn't get a chance to watch it, or talk about it on Thursday. Definitely talk about Cobra Kai, and then obviously Brave New World. So yeah, so stick around. We got We got some good topics. Bunch of reviews. We haven't done like a full review day in a while. It's usually like a reaction and then mess around a little bit. But
we comment on a lot of different things, and we get sidetracked sometimes. So
yeah.
But we never start on time. Saying this is the soonest we almost
I know
started.
we're
on
only
time.
like 6 minutes late.
I was like, what?
He said, yeah, it's cold over there. It's gonna be Wednesday's gonna be 60. Right now it's 11. Damn.
Oh my god.
Tomorrow's gonna be negative 26. Yeah, man, that's wild. Yeah, here you go. A bunch of shout out. Yeah, Zach is a very good YouTuber for sure. Appreciate it. Sully is elite. We got Mama Bear in the house.
Mama Bear. Once again, now we can start. I'm sure she's gonna leave her trail of candy for Brand Man. Yeah. Like, he'll come here. He'll jump in.
Yeah. How like you say a certain guy's name in the mirror 5 times.
Exactly.
Mama Bear says it in the mirror holding a protein shake.
It's the only way he's gonna come on.
We got T in the house.
T, man. T, good points that you made last Thursday. Very good points. I can't wait to talk about. I can't wait to talk about all these things, everyone's viewpoint from this movie.
What a movie! Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Dave Energy is unmatched. Yeah, he's awesome. But like I said, it's so awesome seeing a guy go from just so raw and trying to figure it out to starting to figure it out and getting polished and just because we all start there. We all start like trying to figure it out and start raw, and you're trying to like, what do I talk? What do I say? You're trying to find your voice and your look and your style, and being there from kind of day one to where he is now is just awesome. Yeah, Dave is awesome.
The first time we did it, when I jumped on Spoiler Kings, I watched that video. I was like, ugh.
Well, yeah, man, we were because we tried doing very formatted and like this and that and stuff. So, but now it's definitely a lot more smooth.
Yeah,
I think more natural. I think that's the best way to put it.
I think I watched one video. I was like this.
Yeah. Yeah. I wound up getting a lot of opinions from different people. I was like, watch it, and people were like, do this was bad, this was bad, this was bad. I'm like, all right. So but honestly, once we start getting people in chat and people coming in and changing it up, and it's just not the 2 of us or the 3 of us, that's when it starts to become a lot more fun. Then my bear said, hold on, let me go get my candy. We got books, Gers and Purrs. What is up? Appreciate you coming back.
Thank you.
I remember you during Silo, I believe, right? You came back.
Silo,
some of our Silo talks.
I'm telling you guys, I can't wait to talk Silo. I'm going to do this book review because now that I finished all the books, everything is so good. I have to do it before I get another book too far in my brain because I'm halfway through between The World and Me, and The Children of Blood and Bone, halfway through both of these books. So I have to get these reviews through so I don't forget.
Yeah. I get that. We said Drunk Banthas is also a lot of fun.
Okay. I'll write that down actually. I'll check that out.
We got Ty in the house. What's up, Ty? See you doing your thing with your group over there. I know Ty had a different opinion about Cap 4. Yeah. It's like, yeah, exactly. Well, he just put the new comment that just dropped. So yeah. Yeah, I think this movie is going to be like kind of all over the board.
Mm-hmm.
It's all like
it's going to be depending on your point of view, depending on your life experience, it's going to determine how you feel about this movie.
Yeah. And then Zach said, I got to give you guys flowers too, because if you 3 didn't connect everyone and support us, this community wouldn't exist. Ah, man. I mean,
you guys are so good. So I don't know.
Yeah. Because I remember, I think I was telling you or Kenny about like this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a bunch of people, and then I just didn't have the time or the time to really sit down and figure it out. Kenny and Zach bringing everyone together, was it, man.
I remember seeing every time I was watching Zach, he's just engaging with other people, and then that was something I just saw. I loved what I was watching, and everyone else is coming in, supporting each other. That's like the best thing I ever seen, honestly. So I was like, man, if you're gonna do it, that's how you grow. When you have support, you don't feel like you're alone. Because a lot of times it's hard doing these videos and doing these long format things that we do, and not having someone tell you that this is actually hard to do. This is actually tiring sometimes. You have to push through because the good days outweigh the bad, and having those conversations that we don't usually are had. It's better to have it with someone else.
Yeah, for sure. And then Zach and Kenny, bringing everyone together and being able to go in there and vent and ask questions. And, like our thumbnails are a lot more basic just because ours are more time sensitive, I think, because of our lives that we do, but these guys, putting out their thumbnails that look amazing and getting help from everyone else, because sometimes seeing things from a different point of view is better, like oh shit, I should do this, I should do that. But
hey, the cookies, the candy worked.
There you go.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
There you go. And that was like legit the next comment. I'm not even joking. That's like the next comment.
The next comment that he did, but yeah, we're about 15 minutes behind. So
yeah, that too. The next comment I was getting to.
What's up, Brad, man? Hey, it's protein shake made candy.
I was gonna ask.
Low cal, higher protein. It helps. Still can get your diet, get your summer body ready.
Get the daily intake, right?
Yeah,
exactly. As I eat a lemon ups Girl Scout cookie.
Nice. One of my coworkers is actually selling Girl Scout cookies, so I got like 3 boxes of tag-alongs from her early last week. I cannot say no to tag-alongs.
At works.
I have a box of Thin Mints down here in my room and in the car.
Really?
Just like at arm's reach at all time. Somebody on my work put like 2 boxes of the coconut ones. I don't know what they're called. But I was like,
Samoas, right?
I don't like coconut, so I was like, those are legit the only ones I don't like.
I love those.
They kind of grew on me. Those and Thin Mints really grew on me.
Yeah. So it was finished through some of these comments, and then we'll jump into Brave New World.
Yes.
Yeah. Zach said excited to see what we think about it.
I feel like you ever seen Head of State and they go to the middle of Washington D.C. to do like send there's like, what the fuck you think I think about whatever who the fuck you think I voted for? You just look at the dude. I think you know exactly what I'm going to think about Brave New World. It's like, what do you think I thought about Brave New World? So
yeah. And then Clark said, I'm gonna let you guys go. I want to finish reading the chapter of Al Pacino autobiography.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool, man.
That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah, appreciate you coming in, saying hi, hanging out for a little bit, Collector. He said, I plan on doing a spoiler talk on Brave New World next Tuesday. I would love for you guys to join. There you go.
Hit me up with throw me a link. Throw it into Twitter. Throw that and then I'll if I can make it, I'm gonna make it. That's what it is. If I can make it, it's gonna be there.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Yeah. And anybody go check out have you seen that with T? Go check out his channel. Hey,
that goes for everybody. If anyone says anything, if I'm available, I'm there. I'm literally here. I'm with Anzo as many times as I can. If I see him streaming, I'm jumping on. If I see Danny streaming, I'm gonna jump on. If Chill throws anything in there, he's like, "Hey, I need someone." I'm there. If you want someone out there,
if you need somebody to talk to,
I will be there.
That's funny. Darkroom Reviews, what's up? Another awesome creator, another awesome movie guy. Physical media too, big into that. So he goes and checks out that. So yeah.
Hey, he said that. Brandman, see what I went and bought?
Yeah.
Just for you, man.
There you go.
Just for you.
Still the fourth best Captain America movie, but whatever.
That might be where I rank it as much as I like it.
Yeah.
But then I really like all the Captain America movies.
But it just goes to show you like how good the other ones are, though, too. You know, it's like it's at the bottom, not because it's crap. It's at the bottom because the other ones are so damn good. You know,
there's
like,
two that are great. There's one that's right in the middle, and then that one's like,
yeah, yeah, I agree. And then Ty said, "Can't wait to get Cap 4 so I can crap all over it." Yeah, and he was not a fan. Books, Screws, and Purse said, "I haven't read Children of Blood and Bone yet, but I'm going to need to catch up since the books are being adapted." Yep,
me too. Yep. So I went to half price books. I've grabbed as many books as I could. Figure out just grab them now and then read as I go along.
Yeah.
I can find myself reading 3 books at a time. 3 is my limit, because then I start to lose where I am.
Yeah. Everything starts to get jumbled, mushed up together. There you go. And Books, Screws, and Purse says you just subscribed to Zack Attack. There you go.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
He's so great. He's so great.
Yeah, he's awesome. Said just watched the new Family Guy, Top Gun, and I didn't appreciate all the jabs they took at Tom. Oh, you know they were going to though, man.
It was inevitable.
You know, I gotta watch that though now. I didn't know they did one, but you know they were going to. Yeah,
I'm so behind on Family Guy.
Oh yeah, way behind.
Did you know they have like these lifts and shoes that are for athletic shoes? They give you 3 inches of height.
They call the cruise. called the cruise.
They're called the cruise.
That's funny. Dark Room Review said it's really connected dots. I found Kenny's channel, then Zach, and many others. Yeah, that's how it usually goes. Like, you know, like it's legit like this group of movie tubers that we're in, you know. So, you know, and that's always a tag. Every video I put up, I always put one of the tags, Spoiler Kings, which is us, Nerd Huddle, which is our kind of group that we have, our inner kind of group, and then the third one's always movie tubers. So those are the 3 tags I put on every single video. You know, try to help the movie tuber kind of
community,
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, the title, I guess. I don't know, like the group.
That's why I was like, yeah, I guess it helps. Community? I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's because it helps connect everyone kind of together a little bit. You know. We got Maria. What's up, Maria?
Hey, Maria.
Appreciate you coming by. About to start in a minute. I do zero sugar stuff anyway. There you go.
So it's all 0 sugar. It's all healthy, just for Brandman.
Yeah. We got Anzo. What's up? Big for Entertainment.
The man, the myth, the legend. Like if I'm not here, I'm probably there.
Not wrong. What we got? We got Sully in the house. There you go. Sully, did I miss the fellas thought about the Gorge gonna go down as one of the most underrated movies of 2025?
I so agree.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
It didn't look crappy. Like the acting was excellent. Everything was just spot on. I love the movie. I can't wait to review that.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. We'll probably do. I think the Gorge we could probably do it quick, but we'll probably be after.
Yeah, we gotta do Captain America first. Yeah,
we're gonna do Captain America first. But it was a lot of fun. You know, 2 great actors in like just a good sport.
So where my tags at, man? I just looked at it. 100%. I agree.
Hashtag Big Afford.
Always. That's what, if if I did it, I put hashtag Big Afford.
Yeah. Well, we got it because he's always joining us on Saturday, and I'm like, oh man, we got to like put his handle
logo,
you know, in the description and stuff like that, so people can just easily click on it because you know he joins us every Saturday talking about what was it, Silo, and then now Severance. So, yep.
Oh man, Severance is so good.
Oh,
just let me think about it again. Like,
I know it's so good.
So good.
Oh man. He goes, the first Avenger, yes. And then I was saying that Cap 4 is better than the first Avenger.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's not even.
Yeah,
that's not controversial.
Yeah, and here you go. He goes, I wasn't 100% feeling Cap 4, so I'm gonna save that. But yeah, I get it. Oh, we got Kevin in the house. Kevin Davis. Even if the writing was good in this film, folks already had their minds made up and wait for this film to come to Disney Plus. Yeah.
People were out to get it, pretty much from the beginning. Unfortunately,
they like to hate.
It's the cool thing to do. It's the cool thing to do to hate on the big stuff. Sometimes it deserves it, but not all the time. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But we'll get into that in a minute or two. If the lead actor was white, people would have showed up to support Captain America film.
If it was Bucky, they would have been in droves. People would have been like, "Yes,
I cannot wait to talk about this film." Because yep, I agree. Fernando said people are being a little too hard on Brave New World. That I 100% agree on. Way too hard. I believe that. Yeah,
but mostly we know why.
Yeah.
We know why.
Yep. Yes, we know why they put lips in Tom's shoes. That's one jab they took at him too. I mean, that's the easiest one. That the running, the jumping on the couch is probably not as
big anymore. Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy is a phenomenal actress. She really is, man.
And I didn't realize how beautiful she really was, but like her looking like an adult, she's a lot more beautiful. Like when you're a little girl, you don't look like a little girl. I don't want anything, but she looked really, really pretty in this movie, and I could see her having an adult type of relationship.
Yeah, changed
my entire opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I like
the dark hair on her was a look too.
It was. Yep. It was.
Yeah. Because I preferred brunettes over blondes, but like watch her doing a lot of press for any film. Like she goes to places like dressed, and you're like, damn, like it's hard not to look sometimes. So, but her and Miles Teller, I thought they had some good chemistry together.
They really did. But I love Miles Teller. I hate that Fantastic Four was such a bad movie. I like him.
I like him too.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would love him to be the leader. I would love that.
Mm-hmm. The Maker.
The Maker. I'm sorry, the Maker.
Yeah, that was like the lead. Severance is fire. Severance is so good. So good. Make sure you come and join us. I think Fernando, every so often you show up, but Saturday we do our Severance talk, and that's all we talk about is just the last episode of Severance every Saturday. So
did you guys read the Lexington letters?
Not yet. That's on my list for sure this week to do, because I'm a little.
It's not as long as you think it is. It's not as long as you think.
That, and I want to do the you and you or whatever the Rickon thing. I want to read that too.
Oh, Rickon.
Yeah.
All right, last couple things. Let's get this done.
Bruce first said Cap is like the Minority Report, and I see it. It's like the Minority Report, and I see it.
I never thought of that comparison. Interesting.
I mean, I like the Minority Report, so I'm not going to say, but I think Cap had other things in it that really set it apart.
Yeah. Yep. But I'm trying to also like the Minority Report, besides like the cool like future telling stuff. I guess even with the leader, it was kind of like telling the future. Yeah, because it was just like a mystery kind of thing, and that's not a bad comparison. It's not a horrible one. Also, I like the Minority Report. Talking about Tom Cruise, like
I really like that. That was really good.
Yeah. You guys,
one of his best movies to me.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, we got Jason Entertainment. So hey guys, how's it going?
Great. About to do this thing.
Yep.
Talk Brave New World.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna send me the link for the letter?
I will.
We got to find it, because I send it to me too, because I got.
As soon as we're done with this, while he's taking over, I will send the link to both of you guys.
Yeah. Let me get ready for Captain America. I made a.
He was on it today.
Yeah, I was.
Dude.
Yeah, everything.
First off,
the Gorge.
The first person that was here. I got it. I was like, "What the? What?" I looked at the mark. Am I wrong?
My kids like both knocked out super quick. Like my 6-month-old put him down. He's like, "Hey," and he's out. I was like, "Nice." And then my 2-year-old was like, "Bed." I'm like, "Oh, you want to go to sleep?" And he knocked out. So I was like, "Fuck yeah." So I was like winning. So, all right. Let me get the cast and stuff up real quick.
Brandon would look good in that suit. Anzo says, "No way, Tank was first. There's no way."
Oh, you kidding me? Hey, every so often, man, I get the win.
I usually come in just, all right, whatever. I come in, check on things. All right, I'll go back upstairs. I came down, I was like, what the hell?
Is that why you brought your cookies? Because you were just ready to just like chill, eat some cookies, and wait.
Exactly. I was like, all right, it's gonna take 10 minutes. I got a book here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start reading.
Well,
yeah.
All right. Bear with us for a second.
Since he is black in the Minority Report of the MCU. That minority. Oh my god. Oh my god. The minority. That's good, B. That's good.
That's fine.
Oh man.
About that.
I even got something to say about that. Hashtag I'm gonna get at Wakanda forever.
Let's see. All right, I'm doing a shout out over on Threads really quick. I'm trying to be more on Threads. I don't know if anybody's on there. Go follow us.
I'm trying to get more into that habit myself when it comes to Threads.
Like it just sucks because like Twitter really sucks balls. Like Twitter is really bad. I'm not a big fan of Meta, but Threads is a little bit better. But
yeah, we don't have to do it because we're losing people. So.
Yeah, I know, right? But let's do this. And I'm trying to get my all my stuff. All right, get that cast pulled up. What the hell is this called? Brave New World. I saw it. I was supposed to see this on Friday, and then, like I said, my kids were sick, so we had to reschedule, and then luckily we were able to see it on Sunday.
So I saw it Friday. I saw it yesterday, and then I was watching it upstairs a second ago. Don't ask me how, but I was watching it upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's talk about this. What time is it? 42 minutes. All right, let's go. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're here to review the brand new MCU movie, Captain America: Brave New World. We got Harrison Ford filling in and being recasted. We won't start that, but
oh my god,
what happened, Brian?
My entire computers went out.
No,
what the heck?
Like the whole thing just went black screen, green screen. Like I was like, oh
yeah, because it's just like a green screen.
Yeah, it's showing up as green on this end.
Yeah, not too solo.
That's because we were waiting all this time. That's what it was. I was waiting.
I know, right?
And my computer
like,
said,
now.
F it.
Now.
All right, hold on. I think it's coming back right now.
What the hell happened, man? You had too many tabs open?
No, we got 4. I was just like, what? See, I'm tired of seeing your face.
Let's go. Right. There you go. No, it's the Red Hulk, not green. That's wild. Like we can still hear you though. So
yeah.
It's like the camera just like went out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why is it not coming in?
So the leader said he wants us to see Brian for who he really is.
Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it is.
A green square.
Hey, that's too close. Unbelievable. What? Yeah. I guess I'm mad. Like this is good.
It was good for so long. It just went out.
Like I went total black screen and that was it.
So Sully said Brian's cosplaying as my favorite character in the movie. The green
screen. I'm gonna drop out and come back in there.
All right. We got Travis in the house. What's up? We're about to review this Captain America, and then Brian's computer just crapped out. That's how it always is, man. It's always something, man. It really is.
Modern technology.
Yep. But
yep.
What's up, Travis? Apparently that's the Hulk. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I said I got narcolepsy, sleep sickness. There we go.
Change anything? Literally, I did. I just went out, came back in, and it worked.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So tell the leader to get that fossilized cat crap off his head.
I will talk about that too, because that's something.
I'm gonna pin that for when we get into it. Man. He said the leader looks like Sheen when he got his big brain in Jimmy Neutron. Yes. Oh my God. That's hilarious. I didn't even think about that.
No. Me neither. That's good.
100% silhouetted. 100%. And he turns out evil and shit too. Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh man, back in action. Yep. All right. Try this again. Take two. Watch it turns red this time. It's like no. All right. One more time. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're here to review Captain America: Brave New World. So we're gonna get into our likes, our dislikes. We're gonna get into the rating at the end. And if you're in our live chat, make sure you guys leave comments. Let us know because we're gonna get into those comments at the end of the review. But before we get into all of that, just a quick rundown. We got Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Ross. He is recasting William Hurt as Thunderbolt Ross. Then Sam Wilson. I know, right? Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson. Then we got Danny Ramirez, Joaquin Torres, Giancarlo Esposito's in this one. Liv Tyler's coming back. Tim Blake Nelson, Carl Lumpley coming back as Isaiah Bradley. And then a few other people, but those are your kind of your big ones. Oh, and then Shira Haas. Yeah, she was Sabra.
Sabra. So. That was weird, but okay.
Yeah, because she's like 2 foot. She's got to be like 2 feet shorter than everyone else. Like
literally,
easily.
Like she looked like
she looks like
I was watching Wicked. I really thought I was watching Wicked. It was like one of the monks. She's like coming in.
She was so tiny. She was so tiny,
and she's doing all these badass moves. I'm like, why don't they just stand up?
Who she kind of reminded me of a little bit. You guys know that actress Linda Hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She kind of reminded me of a much younger Linda Hunt from a physical standpoint.
Okay, I can see that.
Okay.
Principal and Kindergarten Cop.
Yep. Yep.
But I feel like
she's on NCIS.
Yeah, no, I think you're really good with that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I just feel like that was the point though. It was like when she's like swinging on them, I'm like, dude, you like 75 pounds. I'm like 4'2".
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to swing to get your momentum to get me to do anything but almost bend over a little bit. Like, now I'm just gonna stand up and now
I know they tried to justify her as
Black Widow.
Being from a widow and being from the Red Room, but even then I had a little bit of trouble with it. But
yeah, but she said she's the same height as Scarlett Johansson, 5'3".
Really?
And she's 5'2". Wow. Yeah, they just made her look small.
They just made her look, like
how? Because she looked so tiny.
So tiny. Yeah. But she's really the only new player in this new movie. Everyone else is we've seen before in some capacity, whether it be on screen, the big screen, or on TV. But yeah, you got a breakdown of what it is, Brian, before we jump into?
Of course, always ready.
Right, what we got?
Sam finds himself in the middle of an international incident. After meeting with the president, Thaddeus Ross, he must soon discover the reason behind the nefarious global plot before the true mastermind has the entire world seeing red.
Funny. But yeah, cool. Yeah, and like I said, we'll get some of the details. So if you haven't seen it, hit pause, go check it out, and come back and join the conversation. Because we're gonna get into some spoilers and we don't want to ruin it if you want to stay spoiler free. But Brand Man, what are your positives on this one? What you think about it?
Notebook. All right. I thought it had like a really good establishment of Sam, center stage as the new captain, and eventually the potential leader of the Avengers in a year plus's time. I thought they did really good with that. Like that he really had his time to shine. It felt just self-contained enough, it was kind of in its own corner, but it did do just enough kind of world building, but it never felt excessive or shoehorned to me. I thought that it used a lot of practical action scenes, which obviously felt appropriate to the character.
Yeah.
I liked I think Captain America's also at its best when it kind of has that political thriller, serious vibe to it. And it did that kind of like Winter Soldier did, but it still kind of felt like it had its own tone, also appropriate new character. I thought it was pretty well acted around the table. Anthony Mackie, like I mentioned, he really got to shine. Other standouts, Carl Lumbly was great. He made every single second of screen time he made count. I was worried a little bit about Harrison Ford when I heard he was gonna be replacing William Hurt, and that's nothing to take away from him. He's a great actor. I just thought he was gonna be like more recent Harrison Ford personality that we kind of know him as, but he really I liked him, and it had one of my favorite songs from MOP. And the action sequence like near the end of the second act, probably one of my more favorite MCU action sequences. I thought that was awesome.
Are you talking about the dogfight?
The dogfight
in the water? Yeah.
Dogfight.
That one was awesome.
I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
And yeah. Those are my pros on it.
Okay. What are you, Brian?
I loved the connection you saw with Sam Wilson and Isaiah Bradley. I thought that was essential in the fact that they got this friendship and they understood how important he was, and that he never, forgot about his friend. He never let his friend down. That was his motivation, and him being an older version of him that took the serum that America kind of used, him keeping him at in the highest regard was so essential to me for that character to understand who that character is. I thought that was, the fact that they highlighted it was perfect. I love the seriousness of, the whole Captain America movie itself. Understand how serious it is for a person who without powers to try to be a hero and take on a mantle and have to be perfect in every way, because if he's not perfect, he dies. And they kind of spelled that out a lot throughout the movie. Show how much training he does. And then I know I hate to skip to this point because this is just one of my favorite points. The thing that he said to Falcon when he's in the bed, and he's talking about how I have to be perfect because I'm carrying, basically says I'm carrying the entire culture. Every time they look at me, I'm carrying everyone before me, everyone after me on my back. I have to be that, because if I don't, it could ruin the entire generations of people. Like, it just was so on point. And then his response was elite too. And then he was talking about how I looked up to you because you know, I'm from a poor neighborhood in Miami, and this is how I grew up. And you're a minority there, and I'm a minority here. And I wanted to be you. I didn't want to be any of those other people because I can't be them. They're superheroes. They're super people. But I wanted to be you. You gave me, you know, all this motivation to do the right thing and be those things. I mean, those parts are just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then he was literally a hero. He was a superhero. You know, he did all of the stunts. He did all the things that it takes. Even the conversation between he and Bucky.
Yeah.
Oh, why he was chosen. That was so good.
Yeah.
The conversations in this movie are elite.
Mm-hmm.
The feelings in this movie are elite. And I really applaud them for those things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, some of the dialogue is 50-50. Some of it's kind of clunky, which we'll get into a little bit. But I think the important conversations, like you said, Brian,
the conversations
we're good. We're really good.
Not the script, the conversations.
Yeah, you know, because like the thing Bucky said to which also Bucky showing up, I did not really expect it. I was kind of thinking he might, but I wasn't really sure. That was a great little cameo. Didn't overstay its welcome. Came in, did what it had to do, put him back on track, and then left. You know.
Yep.
And then we got a little bit of what's going on with Bucky too, like a little like, you know, whole crap. But the thing he said to Bucky was, or Bucky said was, Steve gave them something to believe in. You give them something to aspire to. Bro, that was so good. And then they kind of joke about it a little bit, you know, because it's like, hey, that's too good for you to say. Who wrote that for you? You know, but that is such a great quote, you know, because you can believe in something when it's godly, you know, like Steve is a superhero, you know, he has powers. He's not a normal dude, you know, so it's like you can believe in that, like, you know, believe that he's gonna save you. But Sam, you know, and even like the faulties of Sam is like, damn, I should take this serum. I need this, you know. And Bucky's like, no, man, like you don't need that, because what makes you special is you being who you are. That's what makes you special, you know. And people aspire to be to you, you know. And then later on, it ties into it with Joaquin. Exactly. Like, Joaquin, I want to be like you, you know. So it's like, here's this person telling you, and then here's the person proving what he just told you, you know. So I thought that was really well done. But just I think that the action was good. I enjoyed a lot of the action. Even with the Hulk at the end, I wasn't sure. There's a few parts I kind of laughed at, like when he first transformed, you know, but the rest of it was really solid. Like, and it looked good. I thought it looked really good. Him as Red Hulk was well done, you know, with being the CGI. And they handled him as Sam. They handled him not having powers, I think, well. You know, because a lot of people, that was the biggest issue. Like, how's this dude going to fight this? How's this dude going to do this? How is he going to be Captain America without any powers? And I think they talked about it, they explained it, and I think they did a good job with it. You know, like even when he was like losing a fight, he still never gave up, which is very Captain America like, and he still won. You know, so yeah, you know, I had no major issue with him being Captain America. It worked. It really did. You know. But you know, even I thought the plot was solid enough. You know, I was kind of worried that the plot was going to be either too convoluted or too boring, and it was kind of in the middle, which wasn't horrible. And like nothing ever happened or didn't happen where I was like bored. You know, I was like, ooh, okay, you know. So yeah, the plot I didn't mind. And then obviously I got to go back to what you guys said with some of the supporting cast, because Isaiah Bradley was awesome. Great. Oh my God, how you cannot cry when he's doing the one-on-one meeting in the prison, and he's telling me,
I don't want this to touch you, Sam. He didn't care about
care.
me. He's like, no, this can't touch you.
Touch you, because he knows the importance of what Sam is doing, and it's like, I'm not in the spotlight anymore. I heard that time passed, all that stuff happened. He goes, but you, man, you gotta be it. And it was so well done. It was so well done with that. And then when he looks at Sam and he's about to cry, he goes, I can't go back in there. I was like, bro.
And he's begging him. He says, please. I say, please. And he's begging him. He's begging his friend to do this again.
Coming. I was like, damn, come on. That was good.
And then after they found out that he was innocent, they still didn't release him.
Yeah. Which says a lot. So I mean, and I agree with everything that you guys said. I don't want to repeat it too much. But let's get into some of the negatives. What are some things you didn't like about this movie, Brandman?
I think at some points the pacing just kind of was a little uneven from time to time. I think the biggest sin this movie committed, at times it kind of felt like it was more preoccupied with being an Incredible Hulk sequel rather than a Captain America continuation. Like they were, and it's always good to tie loose ends. I've been waiting for loose ends from the Incredible Hulk movie to be tied, but it seemed a little more, it felt like an unofficial Hulk sequel with a Captain America storyline kind of peppered in here and there. The leader, I'm not sure I felt about the way he looked. Looked like some chewed up bubble gum.
Exactly what it looked like.
There was there was some concept art that looked great, a little more straightforward. I kind of wish they had stuck with that. And they didn't do enough with the leader's abilities. I thought, if you're familiar with them in the comics, I thought they could have. There was more they could have done with that. I think it really sucks with a comic book movie, like when you don't do enough with the character. And there were times where it almost kind of felt like it was made for Disney Plus rather than the big screen at times. I'm happy we got a movie, but there were times where it kind of felt more like it was potentially shot for Disney Plus. I know that might sound weird.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I understand why you're saying it though.
Yeah, and those were my those were my really glaring things, especially the fact that it kind of felt like a Hulk, Incredible Hulk sequel. I think that was kind of like my most glaring problem with it.
Okay. What are you, Brian? Some negatives.
My number one is I think they did a terrible job, just like they did the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I feel like they had a terrible villain, or they did a terrible job with the villain. A great movie becomes epic because of the villain. This hero's going to be a hero. They're going to win and do all the other stuff. When you do a terrible job, the leader could be a good villain. They didn't do a good job with it. I thought that was, and you weren't even sure who the villain really was. So you have it Cap versus Red Hulk, but really you made Red Hulk feel like he was a sympathetic leader. He's trying to change. He's trying to do all these things. He wasn't really the villain. It was just it was happenstance. So too much of the movie didn't have good versus evil. Too much of the movie was more, this guy kind of got screwed over, so this happened to him, and this guy kind of got screwed over, so this happened to him, and they're just, they're only bad because of what happened, because of their circumstances. Instead of giving you a definitive, this is the evil person, and we're going to make them a good villain, and we're going to let you defeat that villain. I did not like that they did that, and it was just lacking in those points. Then I agree with the whole Red Hulk. It was a lot of focusing on him. I think Ross, you do want to tie up some of the loose ends, but it was a lot of his family problems, his overall overarching issues. And I think it worked the way they're trying to go with the movie, but I don't think that's what I wanted out of my Captain America movie, if that makes sense. So not that it, what they did was wrong, it just didn't work enough for me. And parts of it still felt like it was kind of pieced together. Like, you had a fabric, right? And then you decided to add this little piece, and it looked like you added that piece instead of trying to make it match the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
So I think that's what, and Brandman said pacing. I think that's what kind of comes out of it. But overall, I don't have a lot to say about it, but those things are what stops it from being a really good movie. I think that's where it stops.
Yeah. I think for me, like the biggest issue was the pacing, because there's times when the pacing was like really slow, and then there's times when like a lot happened really fast, and it was just like boom, boom, boom. So the pacing, I think it was just kind of up and down. And then like you said, like the villain was kind of the issue, because like in our live chat right now, you guys are talking about
Giancarlo. Was he good? Was he the villain? He was just a guy.
Yeah, he was just a guy. He was a hired guy. He was a hired gun. So like, and a lot of people are like, he's wasted, and I get if you want to see he's wasted, because like you don't get a great actor and put him in like 4 scenes or whatever. But but they don't kill him, so he can show up later, which is good.
I'm gonna get out.
Yeah.
So Allen, whatever, I'll get out.
Allentown, something like that. So, but that was the issue too. Was like, how many bad guys do we need in this one? Because then you got like the Red Hulk kind of at the end is kind of the bad guy, and then Giancarlo's character, I forgot who it was. Like,
I think he was Sidewinder.
Sidewinder, but exactly.
Sidewinder, like he was kind of the bad guy, but he was just kind of a hired mercenary. And then the whole time they were kind of like hiding behind the leader, and then they do the reveal, and I just feel like it wasn't like a big reveal. Like, I don't know, I just feel it wasn't a satisfying villain in this one, and like Brandman said, that they should have went more into him being like a genius, his
like intelligence being. I think it was better. It was better done in The Boys.
With like the smart person. What's her name? I can't remember her name. Yeah.
Like it was better done in that TV show than it was done in this movie.
Yeah.
And that they didn't flesh out the real villain. They kept on saying, "Oh, this could be the villain. This could be the villain. This could be the villain. This could be the villain," instead of saying, "This is the villain." Period. And he's evil.
Yeah. Like they should have hinted at him a little earlier, and they did, but it was way too vague. Like it should have been like, he's the bad guy, and we'll get to why he's the bad guy later. But instead it was just like, oh, this hidden figure kind of thing. I don't know. And he looked kind of goofy. He looked way goofy with it, and then I don't know, like the reasoning why he was doing it didn't seem good enough. So that was like that was part of the biggest issue, was just the villain of it all. Like people are saying the dialogue was crappy at times. I was like, it's a comic book movie, man. Like I'm not like expecting like freaking Shakespeare or like anything crazy, like it needs to be good enough to move along, and it was.
The only dialogue I didn't like, I thought the leader had some bad dialogue.
He had some bad dialogue. There's some times when they were back and forth, and then they were like, drop a bunch of like information all at once kind of thing. But it didn't ruin anything for me. But I mean, that was kind of, I'm trying to think of like besides what you guys already said, with too much, I don't want to double dip. But I just feel like it could have been a little tighter with the overall story. And that's what was keeping it from being like a great movie like that. It's just the little things with making a more of a better villain.
Yep. If you have an epic villain,
he was good. Yeah.
If you have an epic villain, then all of a sudden the movie becomes
he should have been
great.
Yeah, he should have been. And then, there's one thing I do gotta say about like this being a Hulk sequel, because it kind of is. It kind of is. But also, I feel like people love Civil War. Civil War was Avengers 2.5. It was 2.5. You know what I mean? With a Captain America story going on. How can you be okay with that, but then be upset that this is like a continuation of the Eternals and the Hulk with Captain America kind of as the connecting branch of it all. You know, it's like it's almost like that's kind of what he starts to do now. You know, Captain America is like is starting to tie in loose ends to make the bigger picture. You know, because that's what this movie is. Its movie is not. It's not Infinity War. It's not Endgame. It's a movie that starts to tie things in, and starts to build the bigger picture. You know, and I feel that we lost that in a lot of this phase with building the bigger picture, because right now, what's the bigger picture? You know, like variants. I was like, that's not a big picture. That's just some random shit. You know, like this is building a thing. You know, like here's Adamantium. Here's this character. Here's this character. You know, now here's things moving and things are building up to an Avengers movie. You know, so I didn't mind it being a Hulk sequel as much as other people are upset about it.
I feel like also that it should have been longer, and you should have fleshed out, because the focus on, I think the detail that you had on Captain America was good, but it should have been more detail on Captain America.
Yeah, it definitely
you
could have
understand what I'm saying?
benefited. Yeah, it definitely could have benefited from like another 30 minutes tacked on to it.
Honestly.
You know, jumping into who he is, what's the motivating of it, like they hint at it, but they don't really get into detail about it. I think that makes you, if it's a Captain America movie, you need to know more about Captain America, right? This is his first movie as Captain America. So this is like between the first Avenger, which is all detail, and you know Winter Soldier, which is still about him because it's about his past too. So like I feel like you should have had more detail on him to call it a Captain America movie. Not that you needed less on Thunderbolt Ross, you just needed more of him. And it would have balanced out the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, hold on a sec. All right, you go ahead. Good. We'll get into our ratings when you come back. But when he comes back, we'll finish it. See what you guys are saying in chat real quick. I know you guys are going all over this.
I've been reading some of this stuff, and some of the stuff is really good. Yeah. I don't want to talk about the end credit scene.
Nah. Oh, jeez. Shout out to Tony. Tony's in the house. What's up? Appreciate you coming in, man. Well, he came in with the mustard.
Mustard.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I get why people are saying they wasted Giancarlo. 100%. I get why. You know, because he is an amazing actor, and he was not in the film that much. You know, but since they didn't kill him, you know, and they did set it up for something later on, like I feel like he could come back in multiple movies or even a TV show.
Supposedly took a three movie or show deal, some type of thing, something like that. So it's supposed to be 3 of them.
So I didn't feel, and I kind of agree with Zach here. Like if they killed Giancarlo, that would have been wasted. That I agree with.
And the truth is, he might not have enough time to do more than what he did.
Yeah, the dude's freaking busy all the time. He was F that end credit scene, didn't set up nothing. Yeah,
I mean it did, but it was unnecessary. It was just unnecessary. Like what
you told us what we all already know. It's like what? I don't know.
It was like recap. Let's do this again. What?
Yeah. So the leader of the Avengers is aware of the multiverse threat. That's set up enough. I guess. I mean, I'm trying to think because I Doctor Strange knows about the multiverse. All these other people know about the multiverse. I guess he needs to learn about it as well. So it's not horrible. You know,
we can't just learn about it like everyone else is going to learn about it in Doomsday.
Just did. Yeah.
He's already putting the Avengers together. So does that matter?
That's what I would have liked more. I would have liked more of him, like a scene of him bringing a new team together, you know, or finding a new team, you know, stuff like that. I think that would have been more interesting than.
That's what I thought the end credit was going to be.
Yeah. A new Avenger team, you know. So, she said the incredibly scene was supposed to set up King's Dynasty. Yeah, The end credit scene was supposed to set up King's Dynasty. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. It's still doing it. They just changed King for Doomsday, and I feel like it's going to be kind of the same story, right? I mean, him bringing multiverses together and shit like that. So, yeah.
As long as you set the Avengers, right? All he needs to do is see in Doomsday what's going on, and then go from there. Like you already have the Avengers set up, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want him to be surprised. Like what? That'd be funny. Then there was no mid credit. So I didn't even bother asking because I thought the end credit scene, because everyone said there's only one post credit scene. I didn't know it was at the very, very end. Like, and then and I was like, shit, man, really? You could have put that in the mid credit, like, yeah. Is Nick Fury never coming back? How is that? Who is in charge of Shield now?
Well,
I don't think Shield is the thing right now.
Shield is like dead,
pretty much. Yeah.
There's another thing. I know we get back into the rating.
Yeah.
But so the timeline. Do you guys know what year this is? You guys can't catch that? What year this is?
Refresh my memory, please. I lost track.
It's 2027.
That's 2027.
Okay.
All right.
So when everyone said it doesn't make sense because the Accord was already spending 2025 of the year, it's 2027 because on the invitation it says you're cordially invited to visit the White House with this, and it says 2027 on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know exactly what year. It's not. You don't have to guess. You don't have to do anything. It tells you what it is. 2027.
Yeah.
So, but the whole Sokovia Accords were disbanded in 2025. So why they're talking about it. And he didn't say that the Sokovia Accords were still going on. What he said was you disbanded the Avengers because of the Sokovia Accord. Never said that the Sokovia Accord was still active. That's two different things.
That's interesting.
So I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh no, when you talk about Sokovia Accord, it was already done." They don't know what year they are. Yes, they do know what year they are. That tells me what year they are.
Yeah, everything changed when they did the 5 years later in Endgame. Was it Endgame? Yeah, Endgame.
Yes.
So and then that changed everything. So they've always been 5 years ahead of us, which is fine, which I like because it allows other stories to happen in between, because people are like, oh, why aren't they all talking about this like giant hand in the ocean? It's like, well, this could have happened before that happened. You know what I mean? Like this movie could have happened before the Eternals. So you get like little things in between there, But then it starts to become complicated because now they're a different year than us, than the real world, So that's when it starts to get a little twisted. So
excuse me.
And in this original world, what multiversal has really occurred for everyone to know? Can some of you guys, and that's the actual question. In this original one, in this world, 6160, whatever you want to call it, what multiversal has actually happened?
That's right now Thanos, right? Because Thanos would be the only one because he came from a different timeline in Endgame.
This is a different timeline, but multiversal, like you're having different.
I guess well, yeah, because that's when it starts getting complicated. Yeah,
because
No Way Home
usually it's Kang, right? But Kang was not in Ant-Man, but that was a different place, right? It was in what's it called? When they shrink.
But Deadpool doesn't really
Deadpool's
take place
not in the 616. It's not 6160.
The whole movie happened in the Void and another universe.
So the only thing that's happening, I agree, Anzo says, it's No Way Home. It's the only thing that's happening in this universe.
Yeah.
So nothing else is happening in this universe. So there's no threat to them. They don't even know about Kang, all the Kangs or any of that stuff. Because the TVA isn't in this universe either. So like there's nothing that's happened in this universe that people know about.
Yeah. Well, this is the
Monica Rambeau.
Right?
But Monica Rambeau is somewhere, but when she's gone, right? So like you don't know anything about that either. So there's no one to tell you anything. So if they knew, my question would be, how the hell do they know?
Yeah.
Only you should know. You don't know about Spider-Man because you don't even know who the hell he is.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing for you to know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what exactly. And they erased everyone's memory of it.
Yeah, so like there's, so why are we so on that multiversal? Like, what does he really need? He needs to rebuild the Avengers, and they need to deal with the threat as it comes, and then they need to lose because they weren't ready to do it.
Mm-hmm. Wanda and Strange,
but that really didn't occur in this universe. Like nothing really occurred.
I mean, that happened in this universe because, like, but I mean, that whole movie happened in other universes. But Strange
left this one,
and Wanda technically, because that was this universe's Wanda going to
another universe. So, but there's nothing that came here, right?
Yeah.
So what would anyone know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he said that's why Leader told Sam. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of proving like why he needed to tell him. It's like, hey, listen, like all these other people know what's coming. Captain America should know what's coming too. So, All right, let's get into our ratings, and then we can get into a bunch of other discussion. Where we at? All right. So here at Spoiler Kings, we keep things nice and simple. Now, later, never. Now means you got to go watch it right now. Later means you can wait till it's at home streaming, and never means just skip it altogether. Brandman, what are you giving Captain America: Brave New World?
This will be a now. I had a fun time. This was a fun watch. It's nowhere near the train wreck that others are trying to make it out to be. I think this is definitely a very enjoyable movie. I had a fun time. It set up Sam as why he's worthy of the mantle of Captain America and why he's fit to lead the Avengers. I'm really excited to see him interact with the Avengers next year. I like the tone of it. I think it did a lot right. Not a perfect movie by any means, but a very entertaining watch. So I can easily give this a now.
Okay. What about you, Brian?
I'm 100% giving it now. I'm not saying it's the best MCU movie ever. No, not even. Is it top 10? Probably not. But is it good? It's a good quality movie with good undertones of prejudice and racism and America in itself and brotherhood and all these the world, the way that America is being seen by the world, and even the way that the president was so involved in all this stuff. There's a lot of things there that you can look at today and say, hey man, that makes sense. I can relate to this. I can relate to that. So it's definitely a now movie. As far as saying it's it's a great movie, it's not. It's a good movie. I don't even think it's okay. I think it's good. So that just tells me right now it's a now.
Yeah. And for me, it's the same. I think I'm gonna give it a now. I had a fun time watching it. It gave me what I wanted. It gave me Sam as Captain America on why he's Captain America, and it kind of helped build like what's coming next kind of stuff, but the same thing is like, is it a perfect movie? No. Is it the best Captain America movie? No, but it's definitely like a fun time, a solid watch, and I think you'll enjoy it, and then the messages that Sam gets, as just a normal person in a world of superheroes, and also a black man, in a world of these of like of white men, just superpower white men, and the history of Isaiah Bradley, kind of lingering over him, that lingers over Falcon or Sam and Captain America, that title of Captain America. So yeah, I think it's a now. I think it's you should be able to enjoy it enough at a theater. So well, I did. I just watched a regular laser AMC and looked good and had fun. But I would say, I know you guys, some of you guys are saying like later, and I know me and Brian were talking about it a little bit before. I can't blame anybody if anybody wants to give it like a later, because there are some flaws that you might just kind of like can't look past, or it doesn't do enough for you, as an MCU movie possibly, or as a Captain America movie, really. So I can't be mad and say anybody who gives it a later is wrong, but I think we were a little bit more.
I want to see what else you call as a later. That's why I want to know what else you call a later movie compared to this being a now movie when you call it a later movie. Because if you're going to say, I don't know, Megan 2.0 is a now, or Megan 1 is a now. It's a different thing. So like, I don't know, like where's your level? Where's your saying, okay, this is a later. Well, maybe it has something to do with the way you like these movies and the way you see these movies. So can you argue with anybody? No, I can't. I'm not going to say to argue with you, but I am going to say this is a good movie. It's solid. And because we're saying now, later, never, that's just subjective, right? So depending on your point of view, that's just what it's going to be.
Yeah. And then, I mean, looking at like the Rotten Tomatoes, the critics give it a 50%, with 258 reviews, give it a 50%, which is technically rotten, but the audience, 5,000 verified, 80%, and 80% isn't like horrible. Yep. Like, it's not like it's trash. Like 80% is where it's at. And honestly, like that's about where I'm at right now, a 7 or 8 out of 10. So that's about, somewhere in the ballpark of like 70 or 80%. So
I'll give 4 out of 5 stars. So that's why I'm like, that's probably right.
Yeah. So so 80 is good. I can't complain about it. But again, I think the cool thing is to hate on a Marvel movie,
Yeah.
So, and critics got to get those clicks, got to get those people, checking out your review. So
in this America, this is the easiest way to do it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Let's see what real quick what you guys are giving it. Anzo's giving it a 7 out of 10. Okay. Good to great movie. Zach is saying 8 is good. T said gave it a 3.5 stars. The Hulk stuff drug the movie down for me. Yeah.
Understood.
Okay.
Sheed now.
Now I saw it twice. There you go. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I'll go see it again this weekend.
Yeah.
Give it a 6.8. 6.8 out of 10. Wow. Because I think on Letterboxd, I think right now I have it at a 3.5 out of 5. I do want to see it again. And I wonder if
seeing it again was really interesting because I saw a lot more things.
Yeah.
So
Fernando 8.9. So that's super high for 8.9. That's good. And then Brandon Davis said, I didn't like the Manchurian candidate thing. Yeah. I didn't know anything about the villain really. To me, it didn't work being back a 20-year-old story now, but it did work in She-Hulk. Yeah, the whole brainwashing kind of thing, but that's a trope.
But you have to use that with Isaiah Bradley. Do you understand? Like that was the thing. The Winter Soldier being that the brainwashing. This is what it is. I mean, and you're using the leader, so like you're going to get brainwashing. I'm just saying that's just going to be there.
It was simple. It was nothing too complicated because brainwashing is you don't need to really explain it. They over-explain the villain. Yeah. They over-explain the villain and like he's so smart he can brainwash you because he just knows, kind of thing. And brainwashing is such a trope kind of thing. It's like they could have done something cooler, but I don't hate that the brainwash stuff. It was like okay, cool. Yeah.
I want to read this one thing before we get off this topic.
Go ahead.
All right, just a little post. That's all. Said a teeny tiny part of me was hoping that Sam would eventually take the serum, but I actually appreciate they intentionally in showing the intentionality of showing that this black man training and working twice as hard, proving that he's not genuinely capable. Proving that he's not genuinely capable. Very black, no juice, all heart. And then said, this other person said, NGL, a black man working twice as hard to live up to something a white man was given for free is exactly 100%.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm not even going to discuss it. I'm just going to leave that there.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do too. But then the most important thing, more important than the critics' ratings, is the money. That this thing makes some money. I think it broke 100 million over, or domestic opening was 87. 87.8 million was the opening. I think that was just a 3-day, I believe.
Because domestic's $100 million.
Yeah, domestic's 100 million. But if you just do the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it was at 87.
But you got Thursday, so I think it was $92 million. What you got?
If you count Thursday,
because Thursday's the part of the weekend, and it came out. So it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was $92 million that you got. 92.4.
Yeah. It was 192.4 worldwide. Like Zach said right there. But I know like movies, when they look back at like opening weekends, they do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because that's like, because not every movie opens on Thursday. And this one opened up on Wednesday. No, on Tuesday.
They lump Thursday. No, I thought they lump in all those days into a Friday.
They do Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I just looked at
because it's 87.8 for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's opening. Domestic opening is always the 3-day weekend.
Well, I have Spider-Man right here. Spider-Man has Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Thursday, yeah. Then because you have more money, because then you go from 87 to 94, 92, whatever. Adding one day.
All the ones that say the weekend box numbers are 92.
Yeah, and they're gonna do that because it's a bigger number. It is what it is. But I mean, worldwide, and that's the big thing. International, this thing made 92 worldwide. Or just international, I mean. International made 92, which is crazy. It's almost it's 52% and 48% for domestic and international. So, like, that's good, And there's nothing really big coming out next week. So I wonder if this is going to have a second week that does pretty well, again. So
why?
Why what?
Why do you think it has such a big international number?
I think this movie played a lot internationally in the movie. I think Japan was a big thing. It was India was a big thing in here. See if they have the worldwide or because I'm looking at France, Germany, Italy, Spain. That was all in the millions. Brazil was pretty good. Mexico was pretty good. Like China, 10 million right there.
So Anthony Mackie going to those countries and saying what he said, resonated.
Yeah,
is that you saying? Tell me, that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
the stuff that he said resonated with someone. Oh, so he did a good job.
Yeah, because I think the lowest tier, the lowest opening was, it looks like Spain was 2.8, Italy was 2.9, and everything else. Germany was 3.6, France 4.7. Even Mexico was 6.6, and in China was the 10.5 mil. So, yeah.
Just saying, stop hating on Anthony Mackie on his comments.
Yeah,
he didn't say anything wrong anyway.
No, he didn't. He did what he needed to do, and now people want to go saw a movie that they normally wouldn't with a black man being the lead.
Yep. So, hopefully, this got some legs and can do another solid weekend, but we'll see.
Where do you think it stops?
Oh, that's the question. I want to see it get to at least 600. I don't want it to stop at 600, but I want to see it past 600 for sure. I would like to see it stop around 8. I think that'll be a good number for this movie. I don't think it's going to hit a bill.
No. You have to got a bigger opening for the bill.
Yeah, and you got too many people with certain views on it already.
Political views on it.
Yeah. But as 800 would be a solid.
What about you, Brand Man?
Yeah, I think very least I'm hoping to pass is 5. Yeah, I wanted to keep going like past that though. Kind of like Tank said, I'd be satisfied if it hits like at least close to the 600 range, or more. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But yeah, even if it hit like 5 or got a little bit past that, I'd be satisfied as well.
I wanted to get past 600. Kind of what Tank was saying. If it gets past 600, gets like 650 with $180 million budget, being profitable, then I'm happy. Then it works. You know.
Yeah.
That's all you want. You really want to be profitable at the end of the day.
Yeah. That's all the studio cares about, really. You know. Here's Zach saying it's not going to get past 500 because of the cinema score and RT score. I could see that the cinema score was like a B plus, I think, or B minus. Damn, that's bad. I don't know why. And then we got Kenny in the house. What's up, Kenny? He's saying 500 at minimum. She's saying 560.
I think you get 500 because I think this next weekend we're gonna come back next Monday and say it's at 470. You know?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Dumb people are gonna say it flopped and making nearly 3 times his budget. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, they typically do grasp at straws.
Yeah. Well, it's the thing. It's like, oh, it's an MCU movie. It needs to make $1 billion. No, man, no. Like, like, you know, it's a setup movie. It's a setup movie. It's an introduction movie to Sam. Even though we got Sam introduced in the show, but a lot of people didn't watch the show. So, you know, This is the official setting up, you know.
Most people don't want to watch the show, so, you know.
Yeah. It gets 650 like Ragnarok and Love and Thunder numbers. Yeah, that'd be good. If we could beat Love and Thunder, it would be good.
How much did Captain America First Avenger make?
Oh, it didn't. I don't think it made that much.
I can't remember. I don't think it did any mind-blowing numbers.
I gotta say like 400 max.
I don't even think it hit. I think it hit under 400. I'm almost positive it under 400.
Let me see. Captain America, the First Avenger, worldwide made 370.
Yeah, 370. Okay.
Domestic, it made 176. International, 193. So international, it did.
So like, another one.
And both, it was really close.
So with us already being where we are, you know,
yeah, but
it could be First Avenger next weekend. We're gonna be here next weekend saying, yeah, we are past First Avenger. Yeah.
You know, the domestic box office opening for First Avenger was 65 mil. So, you know, but we haven't seen Brave New World open up fully worldwide yet. Mm-hmm. There's still a lot of markets it still needs to hit. So we'll see. Yeah, most solos don't make a movie unless you're Black Panther. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here you go. Kenny coming in saying, I like the movie. I don't love the movie. I know you said you saw it twice and you appreciated it more on the second viewing.
Me
right?
too. I did.
So, too. Yeah. We got Chris Smith. What's up, Chris? I've seen it twice so far, and I'll see it again if someone I know hasn't seen it yet wanted me to go with them. Okay. I'm assuming you liked it then, right? If you see it twice and would go see it again, I'm assuming you liked it, right?
I can see myself going to see it with my dad.
Oh, yeah.
I
can see your dad liking the movie, though.
Yeah,
strong opinions on
he's gonna have very strong opinions on it.
But I can see him liking it though at the end.
He's gonna be like, "Why did we use the Red Hulk at all? Just give me Sam. That's all I needed."
Yeah. It was a shitty movie. That's why. Oh, the First Avenger.
First Avenger.
I'm gonna go see some action scenes. Yep. Stan Tucci is iconic in that movie.
Yeah.
And the First Avenger. Yeah.
First Avenger.
Oh, he's great in it.
I forgot about that shit. The second time I saw it with my dad, he enjoyed it. There you go.
I mean, it has so many those things. Even the idea that Sam and Isaiah really had like a father-son type of relationship.
Yeah.
And that he kept on going back for him. He would not let him go. He would not let him lose, put his head down. He was going to fight, go forward, press forward to get him out no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Isaiah, who doesn't trust the government, doesn't trust anyone, letting go, putting his hands down and going back to jail because he trusted Sam that much. And then telling Sam, I wanted to just be in here. You go away. Don't come back.
Yeah.
That's real relationship. That's real love for somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the old guard, the old guard messing with the new guard. Like, hey, I don't trust it, but I don't want it to touch you. I see what you can be.
Yeah.
Yet the young one still saying, no, I'm not letting you go. That's love. I love seeing that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. I enjoyed seeing Isaiah Bradley do some cool shit. It just sucked that he was like doing it while he was brainwashed,
Yeah, while he was brainwashed.
Like, yeah. I would have liked him to see like actually kick some ass. Like,
yeah,
that would have been cool.
He almost kicked Anthony Mackie's ass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well,
we punched that bag off the chain and then picked up the bag and just like, all right, I'm gonna just use this to beat you.
Yeah. I really wish we get something with Isaiah. Elijah, or I think Isaiah in this movie.
Yeah.
Wish we get something with,
I think it's Isaiah.
Yeah. Oh, 100% Zach. I need a Bradley MCU special. 100%.
That would be awesome. That would be
like
awesome.
An hour and a half special, Disney Plus. Man, that would do great.
I have the red, white, and blue comic book.
Yeah.
That'd be great. He talked about Korea and all that stuff. He's talking about the Patriot.
Elijah. That's right. Yeah. The Patriot, the grandson. That's right. Shit, I forgot about that. Yeah. Brandon said, why did Isaiah hair like that? Why did they do his hair?
Dude, like you never met an old man. They got a high top fade always, man. Old man, that high top face. Sometimes it's up top, sometimes it slides to the side, sometimes he parted. Remember the dude is old. He's old as crap.
Yeah.
He's like 1915 old. Like Isaiah Bradley is old.
Born around Steve Rogers' time. They're about the same age. Because he didn't get frozen in ice. Yeah, but cool. He changed his hair from scene to scene. LOL. We gotta figure it was more normal, and then he got cleaned up, and then he was in prison. So we got back to being messy again. So
they don't give you brushes in prison, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked appropriate for his age. It did. It really did. It really did. Mr. YouTube, what's up, Mr. YouTube? Said her Elijah wasn't in the movie because the actor got into a fight at Disney Park. Also, what's up, guys? Really? That would suck. But you can recast them if you need to. Exactly what T said. Recast them. Then, he was in the show for like what, 10 minutes, if that. Not even. Probably like 5 minutes.
I'm all for recasting.
Yeah. I mean, if you can recast freaking Cassie Lang like 3 times, you can recast
for no reason.
Patriot, yeah, for no reason.
God, biggest downgrade in as far as recasting goes in MCU history. Much as I like Catherine Newton, I feel bad saying that because I really like Catherine Newton.
It didn't fit.
It just didn't matter. Yeah, it didn't make sense.
No, it wasn't her fault. She just wasn't a good fit for Cassie.
Yeah. But yeah. Also, I heard Anthony Mackie showed up at one of the premieres on Thursday at Disney Springs. So if you're ever at and it's a really cool video because like the theater wasn't full yet, and he comes down and he talks does the spiel, and there's like 2 dudes in the front, like in the front row, and he's like, "Oh, you guys got the best seat," and he's like jabbing them and shit. I was like, "That's fucking cool." Like
I will lose my damn mind.
Yeah, they look like they did. So look that up. It was a pretty good little video. But yeah, if you're ever in Florida and Disney, go to Disney Springs. Their AMC is nice.
Dude, you get the dinner, the dining move in the movie, the dinner movie one on the backside. That's so good.
Yeah. Do the AMC at Disney Springs, especially if it's like opening weekend for a Disney movie or MCU movie, for sure do that. So yeah, his family got into it on company's grounds. I hope they just put him in a timeout. That sucks. Yeah.
I'm okay with recasting. I don't care. You weren't in there long enough. Show me you can recast. Take this baby steps, guys. Baby steps.
I mean, you recasted William Hurt, so
yeah. But you know, never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
That's a whole nother conversation. But cool. You know, that is our thoughts for Captain America: Brave New World. We'll probably talk about it more later on, you know, in the upcoming weeks, just because we'll see it again, and we'll probably bring up a new topic. So, you know, it's going to be something we talk about until we see Thunderbolts and until we see Fantastic Four, because I'm sure they're all going to play into each other. But we want to hear from you guys. Leave your comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about this movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? You know, we're all giving it a now. You know, we all enjoyed it. So we want to hear from you guys. Leave your comments. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us live every Monday and Thursday when we do our movie reviews, TV discussions, trailer reactions, all that fun, nerdy stuff. And come join us in the live chat. If you are in the live chat, stick around, because we're going to get into our next topic right now.
Ooh. Isaiah Bradley's like 95.
Yeah. Okay. Brandon Davis said, I hate the dinner and the movie theaters. Bro, I love those. The AMC dine-ins are the best, because the food is pretty solid, and
the food's actually really good. AMC dine-in I love. The frigging Alamo over in Wrigley is like becoming a regular theater I go to. Their food is really good. They're like, their breakfast and their brunch is like really, really good.
Nice. Yeah. It's good, man, because like they bring the food to you, so you order it and then go to your seat and they bring it. And the AMC dine-in, the food's good. Like, I gotta admit, like, the food's pretty good. There's a chicken Caesar wrap that's like really solid.
I've had that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, their little flat pizzas are good.
Those are good. Nachos are actually pretty good.
Yeah, I get
I missed the iPick Theater, man.
The iPick was the best,
because they had some of the best barbecue. Oh, it was this barbecue. No, it was a buffalo wrap sandwich thing. It was so good, and the buffalo chicken itself was so. It was so good.
Well, me and Erica were going there for so long that stuff started coming off the menu. So I would always ask for off menu stuff, and they're like, "We got you." And it would be like this. It was the trio burgers, but it's a certain meat cut, you know, and it was like something. It was like something. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I want this," and they're like, "We got it." I was like, "Nice." So I would always get like the off menu shit. But yeah, iPick was great. Then now it sucks, man. Now it's owned by like Star or some shit.
Yeah, I haven't been there since.
It sucks. It's not the same. It's not the same. Man. You know, so MCU isn't doing the end of the year movie.
No. So after July, there's nothing in the fourth quarter.
Well, probably TV
really,
show.
There's nothing in the third quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, really. Oh, you already said that. I'm more of a purist. I'm doing too much ordering food, disturbing my experience.
No, just ordered before.
Yeah, you order before and they bring it to you, and you just sit there. There's a little tray in front of you. Yeah, you know, and just sit there. You know, usually the food's gone within the first like 10 minutes of the movie anyway. Yeah. I don't know why I thought Thunderbolts was in November. I did too.
Yeah,
and then you guys are like, it's in May. It comes out before Fantastic Four. Yeah.
I think originally it was in November, and then they moved it to May.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's what he said. Yep. Yeah. It's that Ironheart and Wonder Man. So yeah, you can have the TV shows, but is anybody excited about those two shows?
Nope.
Really?
Not really. Ironheart just didn't land for me as a character in Wakanda Forever. Wonder Man, I'm not sure. I don't really think it needs to exist, but I've been wrong in the past.
Ironheart, she's an awesome character because she's supposed to be like one of the smartest people in all the MCU ever created. Ever. Like, she's supposed to be like top 2, 3, 4. You know, like that's how smart she is. Yeah. So it's not how they portrayed her in the movie, but that's, you know, because I read comic books. That's how she is. Wonder Man, I don't like. That recast. I don't like at all. Race swap or making ex-con had to be a black guy and then had to. I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my life. I just really don't.
But the Ironheart and I see a lot of people saying about the Captain America is like, oh, they let Sam keep a vibranium suit, but they didn't let Riri keep her vibranium suit. I was like, one, it's fucking Captain America. Like, for one.
He's been there. He's been since the beginning. He's been there. He's been an Avenger and all of the stuff.
And he's backed up by Bucky, who they trust Bucky, you know, and like and he's a grown ass man.
Riri Williams is a child.
Yeah, she is a kid. Because she came in to like help out, So I was like, I don't hate on like them being like, all right, hey, 15-year-old little girl, like we're not going to give you the tech,
I mean, look, Bucky, I didn't know vibranium was dishwasher safe. Who knew?
That's right.
Oh, I can't wait to see the explanation as to how he's running for Congress.
Yes, that's interesting. Well, I know I brought up the Gorge real quick.
I want to talk about the Gorge. That's why I am too. But
yeah.
But I did real quick. I did think it was interesting because are they setting up Bucky to take over the mantle? Like Brian, you've been saying,
100% he is,
by making him more, because I told him he has to become accepted by the American people. He needs, or not even American, but just people in general. It's like, because he's known as the Winter Soldier, as a killer, as a murderer,
by white people.
So now it's like he's a congressman. Oh, I could trust him. He's running for office. He's a good guy now. And then the Thunderbolts is gonna make him look like a hero. So it's like,
are they gonna say Sam's team is not the team of the Avengers? I'm telling you, he's going to be they're going to call them the Avengers. It's happening. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's as soon as he's like, oh, I'm running for Congress. I was like, motherfucker, they're doing it. They're making him look good in the public eye, and then he's gonna take the fucking shield. It's gonna happen.
Yep,
it's gonna happen. And the first thing I thought was Brian. Yeah,
I saw it. I was like,
Sam is grown. Exactly. Yeah. Ironheart isn't a waste for up.
No,
she was in. She was in.
Iron Lad is white, but Ironheart is not. No, Riri Williams has been around for a while now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They already have her casted and everything.
I mean, she's in comics. She's in all type of stuff.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, Ross didn't have to resign. I don't think he had to, but I think after you turn into a Hulk is not a person that's trusted. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, Professor Hulk is, because he could talk normal and he's not hulking out. But Hulk was always been afraid of people.
If you wanted to make this more like This America, you should have let him be president.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let him be president.
Just don't piss him off.
He all right. And you mess with him, he was gonna go run into your country, start tearing shit up. Give you a terrorist. I mean, never mind.
Yeah. As a president, you can't be put on trial. Yeah. Now, yeah. All right, let's talk about the Gorge. I want to talk about this one. We can try to keep this one short so we can at least get into at least Cobra Kai. If we don't get into Mayfair, which is
no, not Mayfair. We have to get into it.
Yeah. Whatever will we do?
Exactly. Although, did you guys see the preview for the next episode at the end of this episode?
No, I turned it off.
She's in her fancy dressing. Damn.
I mean, she's fine. We all know that.
Yeah, but I mean, they're showing off those bad boys in the next episode. Like,
but then she starts talking, and then I understand.
Oh, she can do that. if she wants to.
Because that was the first couple of it goes next time on Mayfair, which is whatever it it does into the next thing. And the first thing is just like her in this tight blue dress with like cleavage for days. I was like, oh, like
I'm gonna have to go take a look at that.
Yeah, it's right at the end of the episode. I was like, oh, they're getting desperate. Because that isn't the first time they showed off her cleavage this season either. Like
those are probably the two highest rated episodes. It's so bad. I don't even understand. How can the universe be like? Oh my god!
Yeah, it's thank you.
The same
like I know because like
Interview with the Vampires is so good, and Mayfair is just. I mean, how many times have you watched it and just turn it off? So I mean, you know what? I just gotta go. Like I'll come back to this.
I watch it and just feel so detached.
It says cleavage for days. My ears are burning.
And then he's like,
sit this one out.
All right. All right, let's talk about the Gorge. Where are we at? 54 minutes. All right. Let's run it. All right. What is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Stink Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're here to review the new Apple Plus TV movie, The Gorge, starring these two right over here, Miles Teller, Anya Taylor-Joy. They're pretty much the only the characters in, like, it's Sigourney Weaver is in there for a second, but mainly it's these two are your main guys. So we're gonna get to our ratings, our dislikes, our likes, and all spoilers. So if you haven't seen this movie, go check it out. Come back and join the discussion and leave us some comments down below. But before we do, Brian, you got a synopsis of this movie?
You know I do. Two highly trained operatives are appointed to post in the guard towers on the opposite sides of a vast and highly classified gorge, protecting the world from a mysterious evil that lurks within. They work together to keep the secrets in the gorge.
Yeah, cool. So we'll start with Brandman. What you think about it? And let us know some good things about this movie.
Pleasantly surprised. I thought that the acting really anchored this between Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. That's a big reason the movie works. I liked the storyline too. It was fresh. Thought it was really well directed. I liked the music by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I did like the music.
Shame on that dude's parents. Who names her kid Atticus? But yeah, those were my favorite things about it. I like the character designs too.
100%.
They were appropriately creepy. I liked that, but yeah, it was something fresh. I liked, and when actors are able to kind of perform in isolation like that, that's like one of my favorite things. And it was a really good showcase of the acting talents of Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. Played off each other wonderfully too.
Agreed. Okay.
While you guys were doing that, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
All right.
Drank too much water. Hang on. I'll be right back.
You wanna go or you just wanna wait?
We just wait because
All right.
It'll be easier to put together.
Yeah. I know Kenny's out of here.
See ya.
Appreciate Kenny. Thank you. I know I was trying to get Kenny on so we could talk about more Oscar movies because I'm kind of falling behind on that. So we gotta get some Oscar discussions going.
If only I had more days of the week.
Yeah, I still wouldn't have enough time. Just more time to do house stuff.
Kenny said, first I hated Captain M when in Brave New World, and then I changed my mind.
Oh, is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know in Discord group he was saying something. He saw it again and he wound up appreciating it the second time around. So, which is sometimes I know like people say like, oh, that's not how it's supposed to be seen. Like if you don't like it the first time, but it's like, but also the first time you have expectations. So if you watch it and you get those expectations like out of your system, and then you go back in again and watch it for what it actually is, you might enjoy it more.
There's a lot of details that I missed the first time.
Yeah.
And then I started listening to dialogue and things he was saying, why he's bringing it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, like I told you guys in our group chat where he would, when at the hospital, when he's telling Joaquin, he goes, I have to be on point, blah, blah, blah. I told you, I'm like, that reminded me so much of the Jonathan Majors, the leak audio of him telling, his ex at the time, is like, he goes, I got to be perfect because I'm a black famous man in America. Like,
this,
I got to be perfect.
Yeah. This will end up, I will lose it all in a second.
Yeah. But I was like, that's exactly what fucking Sam is saying. Like, but yet everyone was making fun of Jonathan Majors, like, oh, he's got a big head, he's all conceited and blah blah blah. But I was like, but if he just took away the word perfect and put it like on point, like how Sam did it, like it's the same shit, it's the same meaning, and but I think people were like, oh, he's gotta be perfect. It was like what he means though, it's like so. She said it saw the same thing.
I mean, that's exactly what it is. But and it tells you what happens if you're not on point. That you will be thrown out with the trash. Other people have 2 or 3 chances. You have one. And it's not just going to end up for you, but for everyone behind you.
Yeah. Yeah. And but it was like, but the trial proved Jonathan Majors saying that he has to be perfect. It proved him right. It was like he was right in saying that, and everything that happened in the trial proved that, so it's like the leaked message isn't like this big giant like gotcha moment that people point at it and be like, oh, see, he's a dickhead. I was like, what?
Yep.
I don't know.
People don't want to talk about that. It's too real.
Exactly. Yeah. Which Oscar movies do we have? I think Kenny is gonna do The Substance. Eventually, hopefully, we can get him on soon.
I need to do Nickel Boys because I want to talk about.
I gotta watch it.
It's so good. It's so good.
We might bring Zach back for that because I know Zach wanted to talk about Nickel Boys. But we still got Nora, The Brutalist. The only one I haven't seen yet is I'm Still Here. I think it's called.
I don't think I watched that yet. I think that's the one I haven't seen.
That's the only one I haven't seen yet.
You say Nickel? I'm saying Nickel Boys is so
Nickel
good.
Boys I haven't seen. I
Brutalist.
Got to see it, but it was brutal.
Oh my god,
it was long. Holy shit, it was long.
It took me like 4 days to watch it.
I can imagine.
I was like, man, after 45 minutes, I'm like, all right, I gotta watch something else.
I think it took me 2 days because I watched it at work, and then shortly after intermission, I got distracted with work stuff, and then I came back to it the next day, and it started right where the intermission started.
It was 45 minutes, and I was like, all right, I'll come back. Then 45 minutes the next day, I was like, you know what, I'll come back. And then the third day, I was like, I'm gonna finish this. All right, I gotta stop here right here. It's either stop here now, or I'm going to halfway sleep throughout this thing. But
I know, we have Nickel Boys, Honora, Brutalist, I'm Still Here. Is that it?
Yeah, I think
because the substance we're gonna do with Zach or Kenny. I think Zach will want to do Nickel Boys because that's what he wanted to do originally. So we have a few left.
I know why, and it's right on. I understand.
Oh, since I'm talking about all this, let's see. See if I can find because we have I haven't been promoting it really. Our Oscar
contest.
Put this up in here real quick. We have our Oscar contest, so you can go in and how many people? We got 10 people already, which is awesome. So try to get 10 more.
20 is the perfect number.
You know, we got DJ came in here, Travis, Sheed, you know, Ace is in here, Sully, Jason, my mom, my mom. My mom always every year always does it. Jeeves, you know, Joshua is in here. So yeah, it's free to enter. You just gotta be a subscriber, and then pick who you think is gonna win some of the big categories, and then whoever gets the most right wins. If there's a tie, we just do a duck race or something like that. So, and we'll do you know, giveaway, probably a gift card and like some movies or something like that. So
something fun.
Yeah.
Got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But I'm falling behind on the Oscar ones this year, as I usually do every year. But yeah, I'll try to find a couple people to do it with this year, because I think Sully, we did Amelia Perez with Sully. I think that was a good one, and
we all agreed.
yeah. What else we do? Oh, Complete Unknown also with Sully. Yeah. So not surprised how much I like that one.
I thought it was okay, pretty good.
I mean, I thought I was gonna hate it, like absolutely hate it. But I was like, okay, it's a solid movie. I mean, I'm not gonna buy it or anything, but like, it was good. Yeah. Because some of the other ones, like, yeah, we still have to talk about Nora, The Brutalists. I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, and Wicked. We haven't talked about Wicked.
Yeah, Wicked. I mean, Wicked's awesome. So
yeah,
I accidentally ordered 3 copies of Wicked.
Jeez.
I'm like, man, where the hell did this come from? So I think I ordered 2, that actually ordered 1 for me. And I was like, where the hell did this come from? So look, see it, surprise! I got you Wicked. I was like, thank you. This is so awesome. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had like right here. Right.
That's like, the one I got. Yeah.
And then I got this one. And then I got the one I ordered. That's over there.
I know. I think I'm getting Nosferatu tomorrow on 4K. I think that should be arriving tomorrow. And then I know you didn't care for the movie Flow. They just announced, was it last week, that it's getting a physical media release. It's going to get a 4K release. So I'm super excited about that, because it's on at least once a day in my house, man. My son, he sees it, he goes meow, because there's a big cat on the front, you know, and he sits and watches the entire movie, man. He sits and watches the entire movie.
My kids got up and just walked away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it was funny because the first half of it, I wasn't into it. I was like, all right, that's cool. And then after a while, you're like, man, there was no words for a long time. And then they was like, all right, we're done. We're going to get with this. And that's how I turn around. It was just me sitting there. It's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll finish it.
Yeah, I absolutely, because I like that there's no dialogue, because you kind of fill in your own like dialogue for it, because like all the animals have reactions to things, you know, so it's like, you know, like, you know what he's kind of thinking, so you know, you fill in the words in your mind kind of stuff. But
I mean, all animals have reactions to things. I'm not going to sit there and watch them frolic.
I mean, they're not frolicking. They're just like bouncing around and shit. You know, it's like, because the capybara is like,
I'm saying all animals do react to things. So I'm talking about in my backyard, I could go see a deer and a coyote and a dog. I'm not gonna sit there and watch them.
Yeah, it's different than that, man. Because like the bird starts to like steer the boat, you know, but he's a dick. You know, he's kind of a dick. And then the cat watches the capybara like how to fish. You know, so he kind of like, oh shit, I can do this too, you know. And the capybara is so like, leave me alone. You know, and he's like the peacekeeper. He's like, why are y'all fighting? Just fucking chill, you know. And then the golden retriever is super cool, but then his friends are all assholes, you know. So, you know, and then the monkey's fun. I did not expect to like that movie, and I was just like, super like just
For me, I watched that, and then I watched what was it? I watched the Wild Robot, and then I watched what's the other one? The one with the emotions and stuff.
Inside Out too.
Inside Out too.
Yeah.
And I think Flow is probably on a level just slightly below Inside Out too. Like I enjoy it, probably like right there, and then I think the Wild Robot is 10 times better than any of the animated stuff. And that's for me, that's just what it was.
Yeah. Wild Robot is up there, but then I watch Flow. Wild Robot's still my number one, but a close number two is Flow for me. Because the Memoir of a Snail though I did not like. It just it was too much. I think a little too much. I enjoy Wild Robot. Wild Robot is awesome. We were just watching that before bedtime for the kids because he wanted to see the robot. I'm like, you want to see Robot? He's like, yeah. All right. So we didn't get to finish it because he fell asleep. But
the Wild Robot, I feel like it has more undertones of things that I enjoy, with words being said that makes a lot of sense that you can see, you can understand as a child and as an adult. I don't have to do anything to it because it's already there, and it's just so epic. And as a father who's growing with their children, as a father, like it's
as a parent,
you start seeing it because I'm a father, I'm a husband. I'm seeing my wife, how she does things and how it related to them. Oh man,
yeah,
whew.
Yeah,
don't give me teary again.
Yeah, no, Wild Robot was really really good. Yeah,
and don't get me wrong, I like my dog too, but not the same way.
All right. Let's continue with this one. Where are we at? Brian, right? All right, Brian. Wait, what happened?
No, actually, I can't remember anymore. But yeah, this.
Okay. All right, Brian. Let us know what your good things about the Gorge.
Overall, I mean, I thought that Miles Teller and Anna Taylor-Joy just did a wonderful job playing off each other. I understood from the point of view of Levi or Miles Teller, his character, understood who he was, understood who she was. I think they did a good job. Will give us enough backstory to understand what's going on. And you felt that connection with them. You understood how it kind of happened. I mean, even the beginning with JD, all of a sudden he's like, I made it. It's been a year. I'm home. And they killed him right there.
Oh, man.
I was like, whoa. Like it was a shocker right there. And they didn't skip on stuff. A movie that you think is an Apple movie or it's not going to go to a theater movie, you think it's going to be low budget. Everything was done superbly. I really enjoyed all of it. And it made perfect sense. The writing just made sense. Even though I will say, I ain't saying I love you that fast, but Miles Teller-Joy looked really, really good in this movie. So I don't blame Miles Teller.
Can't blame him. Yeah. And for me, like kind of what both you guys said, them together, like I didn't expect them to have like good chemistry, and they really did. I don't know if it was more Anya Taylor-Joy or if it was more Miles, like who was giving more, but them together was a lot of fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I enjoyed the pacing of this movie because it started off as this like mystery, and then it kind of turned into like kind of a love story, and then it turned into this like sci-fi action kind of thing, So it was like, it sounds like it's all over the place, but it flowed in a way where like I enjoyed each section of the movie, and it made sense on where it went next, So yeah, it just was great. And then them, like you said, them having the chemistry together is they were like made for each other, really, like the way there's similarities, and them being snipers, and them connecting with their fathers and their childhoods and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really well done. And even at the end when it gets sci-fi and when they go into the gorge, I thought that made like a lot of sense. That was a lot of fun to unravel that,
almost
that
mystery type of thing.
Yeah. Like what's really going on down there. So,
and there's a time clock, because if you don't get out fast enough, you're not going to be able to leave.
Yeah. And the visuals looked good. Like visually, it wasn't bad. Like it didn't look cheap. It didn't look bad. Like it looked really, really solid. Like visually wise, graphics and stuff. So
it was a really good Valentine's Day movie.
Everyone got everything. Got a little love story. You got a little action. So
that and Hard Eyes in the same month,
Yeah, pretty much. So let's get into our negatives. Anything bad about this one, Brandman?
Why'd they have to kill off the black guy like that?
True.
That's a good answer.
The ending, the last couple minutes felt a little kind of like standard Hollywood.
Yeah.
Those were my two big things. Because I just finished watching it shortly before we jumped on here tonight, so it's still pretty fresh in my mind.
Yeah,
those are really the only two standout things. I think the whole romance thing kind of felt a little obligatory. It didn't kill the movie, because I guess I kind of saw it coming. And I think anyone could just by looking at the trailers, but it seemed a little bit obligatory for me. But those are really my only three things.
Okay. Yeah. What were you, Brian?
One, I think is almost good enough to be in a theater. Like, I feel like that it could have been a theater release movie, and especially on Valentine's Day weekend, I think that would have been a good thing to do. You get some action, get some sci-fi, get the romance. Should have been a theater release. So that's a critique of mine for it. I would like a little bit more Sigourney Weaver at the end, like, or understanding why she's so evil. I would want to flesh that out a little bit more. But besides that, I mean, it just made sense. It was long enough. It was 2 hours and 7 minutes. They didn't really skimp on any other stuff. I enjoyed it, honestly.
Okay. Kind of going with what Brandman said with killing like the only black guy in the whole movie. I was hoping that we would see him as one of the Hollow Men in the Gorge. That somehow like that's part of the mission is like you do your year and then they feed you to the Gorge kind of thing, So I was expecting to see him down there,
but they fed on him, then he wouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean,
you wouldn't see him. You see a fro, and that'll be it.
Because there was another one that was down there that didn't look as old, when they were in the little church. He looked fresher, I guess, still beat up and all skinless or moldy or whatever. But I thought that would have been like an interesting way to do it, because the whole time I'm like, how are they going to find out that you get killed at the end of your mission? So if they would have saw like, oh wait, this dude is who I relieved, but it became like a non-issue anyway, because they were just like, we got blowed up. So, it was whatever. It was more of a me problem, I guess, than the actual movie. It's like what I wanted from it. But the love story was simple. Everything about this was very simple. It nothing was too complicated or convoluted and anything like we had to think about it.
I had one question.
That's my only thing.
So the other side of the gorge, you couldn't walk around to get to the other side? Like, was it a crack in the earth like that was everywhere? Or can you just walk around just to get there and not to fly across? Like, I felt like
maybe
that
you couldn't get there within a day, or maybe maybe it's like so big, like it's like a 2-day hike or something. I don't know.
I would take a 2-day hike tonight. Have to go through the middle of the gorge.
Yeah. And my thing was like they're getting really comfortable. Like I'm like, because they already saw what's coming up, and they had their like gunfight in the early for her birthday, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna float on over it. I was like, what? It's like, bro, like I don't know. So, and then Chill coming here is I can't vote fairly. I didn't see all of these films. So
see Nickel Boys. I'm sorry. See Nickel Boys. I really think Chill you will like Nickel Boys. If you get a chance to check it out.
There you go. Yeah. But cool. Let's go back with this one. Yeah, I got nothing else. So you guys got any goods or bads you might have forgot? Jump into our ratings.
Yeah, I mean, this is a well done movie. So I mean, there's no timing, pacing, problems. Really, none of that really existed. Everything made sense, and you understood. They told you what month it was. You understood how the relationship grew. My one thing I'll say is, how many pads of paper did she have?
Yeah, because he had a dry erase board, and she had just a giant pad
infinite pads of paper. Like,
yeah, that is funny. Although I do feel like her side had more fun shit, like music and like liquor and like other stuff. His was just like
crystal.
Here's a yeah. He had nothing on his side. He's like, here's a mattress and a bottle. Shut up.
Yeah.
Like, I got potato vodka over here. That's it. Don't mess it up.
Yeah. So, all right, but let's get into our ratings. Now, later, never. Now means you got to go and watch it right now. Later means you get whenever you get a chance, no big deal. And never means just skip it. Brandman, what are you giving the Gorge?
I could give this a now. I was really surprised by it. Kind of to go hand in hand with what Brian said. This is something I would have went to the movie theater to see.
Yeah.
I thought the acting really, really was the shining point of it. I like the plot. It was something fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Very well shot. Scott Derrickson did a really good job in that regard. It never wore out its welcome either.
Yeah,
which I really liked about it. Yeah. This a no.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brian?
Definitely now. I mean, I told you, like, this was a perfect Valentine's Day movie. If it was in the theaters, me and my wife would have saw it. I'm glad we had to see it at home. It was almost like that Netflix and chill. You could watch it and go do whatever. But it's a good time. It was well acted. It's the first time I thought of Anna Taylor-Joy as attractive female. Like usually it's like, no, she's too young, she's a whatever, she looks different, but no, she looked like a grown woman. Miles Teller, I mean, did a great job. I enjoyed the experience.
Yeah. And I'm giving it now as well. It was just a fun time. Like, I wish I would have went to the theaters. Like, I think this would have made a decent amount of money in the theaters for sure. But it's on Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus, whatever. And for whatever reason, man, Apple makes really great like media, man. Like their TV shows, their movies, like they are a lot more hits than misses for sure. And yeah, this is another hit for them. I think between the two amazing actors, this is a must see. For sure. You get a little bit of everything. So yeah, it's a now for me. So before we leave, the Rotten Tomatoes though is kind of surprising. So Rotten Tomatoes with the critics give it a 64 and the audience a 77. I think I'm a little higher than a 77. I want 80, 85 maybe.
I'm very similar to where I am with Captain America. Like it's about 80.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably around the same range.
Yeah. But also there's no verified rating because it is on a streaming service. So it kind of it could skew it a little bit, But I don't know. We'll see. But you guys got anything else for this one?
I'm interested to see what the Hollow Man, if they died, do they become, are they more like zombies and they're undead and they can keep on moving? I would see more with it. I would want to see a Gorge too. I would want to know more about this idea. So I don't think this is a one-off. I could see more from this.
Yeah, we see some prequels for sure.
Mm-hmm.
See some prequels. So, what was it? Dark Lake was the name of the company. I think, right? Is that what it was? I think. I think that's what it was. The company that Sigourney Weaver was working for.
Yep. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I could definitely see some prequels with this. Even some sequels where they have to go down there again. It'd be cool.
So are the zombies dead, or what's going on there?
Yeah. Excuse me. But cool. Yeah, that's our thoughts for The Gorge. It's streaming now on Apple TV, so you can go check it out. And let us know what you think about it. So leave a comment down below with your thoughts for this movie, and make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us every Monday and Thursday, where we do movie reviews like this, trailer reactions, TV discussions, and all a bunch of other fun, nerdy stuff. But we appreciate everyone in our live chat right now. And you guys stick around because we're going to move into your comments right now. So I asked Chill, what do you think about Captain America? He said, he goes, I think it's passable. Okay.
Yeah. I liked it. It's good. It's not great. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. Well, just because I was curious with what Chill thought, because I don't know if you made a video about Captain America yet. Because I know how he feels about Sam Wilson,
we differ there.
The mantle. Yeah. So that's why I was kind of curious to see what you thought about the movie. And then he also said it's -12, which is damn.
I mean, if it's -4 here, it gotta be -12 there.
Yeah, right. I was just gonna look at what the temperature is. By me, it says it's 0.
Mine is -2.
Yeah, it's gonna get down to -6 at 7 a.m. Oh, I don't even want to go to work.
Same. I don't want to leave the house.
It's a high of 10 tomorrow.
That's higher than I thought it would be, so that's not bad. Today was only a high of like 10 too, so
yeah. It's like damn. Yeah, it sucks, man. But you said it's gonna warm up, right? So
yep.
Excited about
next
that.
week.
All right, let's finish off with Cobra Kai, and then we'll call it a night.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I Mayfair Witches is like whatever.
Oh, Anzo. Oh, good lord.
Oh, there's a -25 there. Is that without the wind chill? Because then you got to go like -30, -35 with the wind chill. Oh yeah, but
with the American temperature. Oh, with the wind chill. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because you guys do Celsius, right? Yeah, with the wind chill. Okay. So that's why Drake is in Australia. Oh, that's why he's in Australia.
Yeah, not because he's running away. You're right.
Yeah, no, he's trying to hide. Drake can stay there. It says burning up out here in DC. It's 30. I'll take 30 right now, man.
I was looking at this the other day. Canada, just right before we get into Cobra Kai. The livable parts of Canada.
I saw something about that. Yeah.
This is all the population. This is where all the people live. Like triple the amount of people where they live right now. You could triple the amount of places where you can't live in Canada. There's no population. There's no people there's no one there. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like in the Yukon, there's like 1 dot. Like, that's it.
If you don't live in Whitehorse, you don't live anywhere.
Like that's it.
The Northwest Territories, you don't live in Yellowknife, You don't live there.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy to me. There's so much of Canada that you can stretch out. I mean, if you don't mind, living in a place where the wind hurts your face.
Yeah. Who wants to though? That's crazy. You see Edmonton, that explains Chris Benoit.
Oh, I don't know if I should laugh at that.
I know, right? I feel bad.
Oh my goodness.
People do live in those other spots. I have family on top of Ontario. Yeah, for real. I mean, I'm sure like there's like no one, like, there's gotta be one or two people, but
so what that was is persons per square kilometer.
Oh.
So there are people that are sparsely populated there, but it's like people per square kilometer. Like it's like there's less than one person per square kilometer in 90% of the other spots.
Yeah.
So there'll be like one person here and then one person another mile away. That, I mean, you still do have population there.
Yeah.
Or kilometer away. No, I'm sorry, miles. There's no miles.
But I've met them. I'm okay without meeting them. Just because you don't want to go out there. You're like, we can FaceTime. We can Zoom.
How do you get a signal?
Yeah. Use that satellite stuff, right? Yeah, it's all fun again until February. every year, man. Every year. It's funny. Like the beginning of January, New Year's. They're like, winter ain't too bad yet. And I was like, winter hasn't even started. What are you talking about, man? Right. They don't start until the end of January.
Well, we're actually going to get a break. Like the weather might literally break for us through March, like through the middle of March.
That'd be nice.
Like we're gonna get like 45s all next week, and then like 50s the week after. My wife's birthday is March 3rd. It's supposed to be 58 degrees.
Wow, damn!
And it's like 50s the rest of the week. I'm like, what? Yeah, like last year, it snowed in May.
Yeah, it did. It one last snow just to mess with everybody. So yeah, in California it's 55 over there.
Over here,
that's like perfect for me, man.
Dude,
if that's as cold as it gets.
The best place I've ever been to is San Diego. San Diego is the best place I've ever been to, all year round. I had friends that went from college, moved to San Diego. They're like, it's 70. I was like, it's December, and then like it's like June, it's 70. I'm like, what? It's always 75 degrees, like with a breeze off the ocean, all the time.
Yeah,
that's why the cost of living there is like ridiculous.
That's guy, it's like legit paradise weather. Anzo, come and get your snow. You got it.
You got it. March babies, yes, my baby got March 3rd.
I was like, what you say, 50 something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I shouldn't be able to hide this thing. Yeah, in Cali, yep. That's nice.
I mean, San Diego, I'm telling you,
that's like
my good friends are just like they literally have roommates. They might be making they make $125,000 and they had roommates for like 5 or 6 years because they can't afford the cost of living. Yeah. But when you talk about beautiful, I mean, you can't imagine.
Yeah,
it was like, man, I look out my front door, I see the mountains. I look at my back door, I see the ocean. It's
yeah,
like, F you.
But that's why there's so many homeless people in California. Everyone always wants to bitch and moan. It's like they go out there because what are they going to do in Chicago right now? What are they going to do like in these places that it gets like -10? You know, it's like you ain't living in that, man. You know, you go out to LA, you go out to San Diego, you go out to the like, West Coast, you know, kind of places.
I live on the beach.
Yeah, man, a lot of them do.
Call me a hermit.
Well, all right. Let's talk Cobra. What time is it? Try to be done by 12:30. So we can go get some sleep. Because I'll pass in California. Beautiful place to live, but I'm good.
I mean,
if it wasn't so expensive. Yeah, if it wasn't so expensive, that would definitely be.
They went to the store. So this is like 2 weeks ago. They went to the store, grocery store, and he said he got half a basket full of groceries and cost him $240.
I believe it.
Half a basket. I was like, bro, no.
I believe it. Shit, if I had chickens, if I was like
eggs,
chickens, I'd be like, selling like a dozen eggs on the side. Like, here you go.
$5.
$5.
Yeah.
5 for 12. Yep. All right, let's finish this one. Let's knock it out. All right, welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer. I'm with Brandman Brandon the Grizzly, and we're here talking about Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 3, the end of the end. This is it. It's all over. 7 years in the making. Oh, man. What a finale. What a finale. Yeah, man. I don't know. Let's just jump right into it. What you think about the ending, Brandman?
Satisfying.
Yeah.
Very satisfying wrap up. Did very, very well at bringing things full circle in terms of the character arcs. Just I was pretty happy with it. I thought this show ran just the right amount of time. Actually, a lot longer than I expected. 6 seasons is a really good run. And this show was infinitely better than I ever thought it would be. Because when I first heard about it, I'm like, this is either going to be really, really awesome or really, really dumb. And it was the former.
Mm-hmm.
I like what they did with the character of Johnny, his whole redemption arc. I like how it started with him and it ended with him. And he got the redemption. He got his redemption, 40 years after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how the show really kind of walked that line. It explored the gray area, and they really ran with that line from Mr. Miyagi from the first Karate Kid movie that there's no such thing as bad students, only bad teachers. I think that was kind of like a recurring theme throughout the entire show. And if they wanted to do spin-offs, it laid groundwork for that. I hear rumors that they are going to do spin-offs. Obviously, the new Karate Kid movie comes out in May. Mm-hmm. So, we're getting a continuation in that form.
Daniel will be in that one. So
yeah. Yep. It really breathed new life into the franchise in the right way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Although I heard that new Karate Kid isn't connected to Cobra Kai, from what I understand.
Yeah, but Ralph Macchio, what's it? How you say it? Macchio?
Macchio.
He's in it.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah.
But but it's not gonna tie anything to Cobra Kai. So I don't know if it needs to. I don't know. I mean, it could still be in the same universe, right?
It should be. I mean,
it should be.
Can't do it in a different universe.
Yeah. What are you, Ryan? What you think about the end of the Cobra Kai show?
It was one of the most satisfying endings of any series I've ever seen. Period. Like, first of all, it's called Cobra Kai, so I was feeling like it's getting too close to being Miyagi-Do, following Daniel LaRusso too much, too LaRusso centered, which just Karate Kid is, but Cobra Kai really should be thinking about Johnny Lawrence. And I think they did a great job bringing it back to Cobra Kai with their original students, who they are, focusing on Johnny, focusing on Kreese. Like, they brought it back so perfectly. And so, like, this last part was just basically about the seniors that are going off to start their lives and do different things, how they ended their high school career, the main people that started off with Karate Kid, and they just wrapped it all in a nice little bow. So, like, the kids, there's Kenny, there's Anthony, there's other kids that they could have focused on, but they chose to leave it in the Sakai Takai in part 2, leave that there because they still have more time in high school, so they can continue to do it if they chose to do that. But they really wrapped everyone else up. I mean, I thought Tori's story was excellent. I mean, I felt teary talking about Sam and Tori multiple times. You know, I loved it. I thought what we got with Miguel, perfect. He needed to be the one from the beginning. I was like, man, no, Robbie, you too small, bro. It doesn't make any sense. Miguel needed to be the guy, you know, and they made him the guy, and he wasn't scared. He was ready to go from the beginning. I thought that just made sense. Even when, you know, Sam bowing out, I was happy about that because she don't need it. So her motivation was just really to prove it to her dad, but she didn't need it. And it made so much sense. And follow what Miyagi taught from the first movie. You really don't, you need to learn to not fight. Fighting doesn't need to be your end all be all. She never, you know, forgot that. So I just enjoyed that. And then the fact that Johnny and Daniel became such good friends. Mm-hmm. So even when Terry Silver came to the house, Johnny says, "Do you trust me?" Daniel's like, "I guess I do." And he trusted him so much that he let Silver come into the house. They worked together on one accord. They both said, "Yeah, that's bullshit." Whatever. They just did such a good job overall with the feelings. And then that last episode with Kreese.
Oh, yeah.
Right in their heart hole. Right here. All the time. Over and over again. Then matter if it was him with Tori or him with Johnny. When Johnny rejected him the first time and then went back to him and he let Johnny take over. And when you saw Johnny come back with the Cobra Kai gi, oh my God. And then when you saw Daniel with the Cobra Kai gi and realized that's really a full circle because Daniel wanted to be in Cobra Kai, the beginning of the entire Karate Kid. That's what he wanted to do. So like it was so perfect. I loved it. As you can see, all hail Cobra Kai. That's what I'm going. Because Cobra Kai never dies.
Never dies. Yo. Yeah. I mean, perfect ending. Perfect ending. Like I wasn't surprised by anything that happened in it, but it gave me exactly what I wanted. It was just so perfect. It was so perfect. And like Brian said, when Tori was standing there and she was the only Cobra Kai, I'm like, Johnny got to go over there. He's got to go over there, you know. But this time he's going to be going over there with Daniel's like blessing almost. Mm-hmm. He's like, do what you got to do, like, you know. And it went even better than that, though, you know, because like not only did he go back to Cobra Kai, like Miguel came back, you know, they all went with him, but it was just also like, you know, he saw Kreese and Kreese kind of is like, you know, that whole moment he's crying. Kreese grabs him, they hug, you know, and he tells him, he's like, like you're the guy, man. I messed up and I wish I could fix it, blah, blah, blah. And he doesn't say like Cobra Kai is yours, but he's like, you know, it's yours, you know, it's yours to do what you need to do with it because you're the better man, basically. Mm-hmm. It was such a great moment, you know, and then Kreese doing the ultimate sacrifice to make sure Johnny gets his happy ending, you know, like I thought that was so great.
Though, yeah, so great. So Kreese gives his life. So like I messed up your life for 35 years ago. I made it. It's my fault. But what I'm going to do is I'll give my life so that your new beginning is perfect. I don't want anyone else to mess your new beginning. I'll give my life up for you. Oh, yeah. That's so good. Yeah. It was like, I never, especially once they reintroduced Kreese into the show, I never thought this dude was going to be redeemable.
Yeah.
And they did such a great job with it. You know, like, I mean, he's not like absolved of everything he did, you know, because he still did a lot of bad stuff. But at the very least, like, you know, when you give up your life, like, damn, you know, like that's
he really loved Johnny.
Yeah, he really did. He really did, you know, and it took him seeing like the kids like going through this shit, you know, like and one of them dying, and he's like, holy crap, you know, because I think he saw finally saw, he's like, what are we doing, you know? What are we doing? Like, one thing is like, you know, breaking the leg and sweeping the leg and doing something. One thing is like, this kid died, you know, like because
I gave him a knife.
Yeah, you know, and we're acting childish as grown men, you know. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I was glad to see that get done. But yeah, at the end, when everybody dresses in the Cobra Kai gi, everyone's there supporting them too. Great fights. You know, it was just a perfect ending. You know, and then even like at the very end, like Johnny's got to fight. You know, and then Johnny's got to go through it. You know, so
He
like,
got whooped. Wolf should have whooped it, mopped the floor with him.
Yeah, 100%. He's like 20 years younger or some shit. At least he looked way younger. But yeah, it was just great where like he was able to still be a Cobra Kai with being the aggressive strike first kind of thing, but also like learning the lesson of Daniel and kind of respecting Daniel, and they become like brothers, you know. So
yeah, how happy were you that he didn't try to do the crane kick?
Yes. Oh, I was like, please don't do that. Please don't.
I was so happy about that. Yeah.
I was like, don't do that because that's not his thing. You know that don't do that. I at first I thought he's gonna do the crane kick. I'm like, oh, that's gonna suck. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, is somebody gonna tell him to sweep the leg? But I'm like, but then he wouldn't do that because that's the bad thing to do, right? Like sweeping the leg was the bad thing, and he's past that. So it's like it's got to be something different. You know, it's got to be like you can't do the bad thing, but you can't do the crane kick because that's not your thing. You know,
a minor adjustment. Just take a step back because Cobra Kai is always going forward. Just learning a little bit. Just taking a step back.
Just one step back. Get situated and then attack, you know. So yeah, it was perfect. It was perfectly done, you know, with it. So yeah, perfect ending. No complaints, no negatives. You know, all the kids got all their stuff. You know, Tori and Robbie, you know, are going on tour. They making a bunch of money. You know, Sam gets to go to Okinawa. And do her thing, and Miguel goes with, and he's got into the school. It's just you know,
that's my only complaint.
What's that?
Why Miguel can't get the money too? Why can't he travel too? Why Miguel had to give up the money? So my thought, this came from Anzo and Danny. They said, if I'm Miguel, I'm like, dude, I won to Takai.
Yeah.
Why didn't you guys give me the contract? Why did Miguel get screwed over for the money? And then he owes Stanford all this money and he can't get money.
Yeah.
My thought was you get money for the Sakai Takai because you're going to be a representative of them forever. So you're going to win because you are the male champion. You can get money from them, and you're going to do visits and all this stuff. Anytime Sakai Takai goes in, they're going to pay you and all that stuff. So that's why he gets money for that. You know, and that's separate than what's going on. You know, you don't have to worry about, you know, what actually Robbie's getting is commercials that, you know, are for social media stuff, and they're following him, and Tori's like love because he saw the kiss that really got Tori the idea of like, you know, I'm going to kick this girl's ass. Like that connection was what really was, you know, being an underdog and them looking a certain way, and their love overall is going to be what they're getting from money from, and that Miguel is still going to get his money, but from Sakai Takai.
Yeah, I mean he's still getting money somewhere because. How can he afford to go to Okinawa? Exactly. You know, it's like it's not. I looked into it. It's not a cheap flight, man. Yeah. It is not a cheap flight. You know, and then also like they don't really. I wish they would have said like he would have been on the karate team in Stanford because I'm sure they have something like that, right? I mean, they have every sport. So
he's a world champion.
He's a world champion. Yeah, you know, so you know, I mean, he's probably got a full ride or something like that. Because they even said that too. Is like, oh. They got you because you won, and he's like, no, they got me even before I won. So I'm assuming it's.
But now that he won, he's gonna get some money.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, I assumed he's getting some kind of money, you know, because a dude who's living in like the ghetto, pretty much, you know, and like this like apartment complex, he can't afford to go to Japan. So
and I will say this last thing. Johnny won. He was winning in life. Have y'all seen Carmen?
Yeah.
Johnny won.
Yeah, he won.
Life. Yes, he won.
Yeah. Yeah. He got Robbie back. He got his new son, you know, like, you know, stepson with Miguel. So they're like, yeah, and then they love each other, like they're together, you know, they're friendly. You know, he's got his new baby. He's got Carmen, who's like, yeah, like he says, like, you know, very, very, very good looking. You know,
10 out of 10. You know, there's no way you outkick your coverage
Yeah,
100%.
100%. 100%. You know, he's got the gym back. He's in charge of it. He gets to do what he loves.
He's learning how to pay taxes.
Yeah, it was just a, like I said, perfect ending. Loved it, every moment of it. Just cried, teared up a little bit in some of the moments in that last part.
I had some boo-hoos a couple times. I was like, man, Kreese got me a couple times, man, really. And then
Kreese was good.
Man, the Tory thing got me. I mean, so good.
Yeah.
And then the Daniel telling him go kick his ass.
Yeah,
be balanced and go kick his ass. Let's go.
Yeah,
you know, being the sensei he needed to be.
I love that. He was just like, he goes like, he's like, fear doesn't belong here in your dojo and blah blah blah. He goes, and he just told him, he goes like, what? Didn't Daniels tell him like, he goes, stop being a pussy and
stop being a pussy,
which is like, you know, his thing. It was so good, so good. It just, again, it ended with what it needed. It ended with Cobra Kai and Johnny, because that's what it was. It's the redemption story of Johnny and the gym that, you know, Cobra Kai gym. So yeah, I need a Cobra Kai shirt like right now.
Oh, 100%
right now.
They probably still have them at Target.
So I
got one from there.
I was gonna wear gi just randomly. You like, man, Brian, why do you have a robe on?
Just walking to work with the gym gi.
It's a gi.
You can make everyone. There's no fear in my restaurant.
Exactly. Start talking to the guests. You do push-ups. And they looked at the crew. You don't do push-ups. Oh, everyone do push-ups. We go.
Oh man. But you guys got anything else for the end of Cobra Kai?
I don't know. I love the fact that at the end, Johnny and Daniel were able to share students and saying, hey, you know, my son needs, you know, more aggressive. He needs to be fighting with Cobra Kai this weekend. And he was like, oh well, you know, she needs to be learn a little bit better defense. So I'm going to send her over with you this time, and we're going to work together. It was just, they were true partners.
Yeah.
Miyagi-Do didn't die. Cobra Kai didn't die. And they were able to run the valley together, like real brothers. Like, that's a long way from the beginning of this season, beginning of this show, to where we got to season 6, episode, was it 15? That it just was so well done. I applaud you, really.
Yeah. And it's a great like combo of, you know, one being very offensive heavy and the other one being very defensive heavy. So it just makes sense. It makes sense, you know, to be balanced. You know, you got to go and do both. So,
and the last thing, I'm glad that they figured out the whole Miyagi story with the pearls.
Oh,
you found out exactly what was going on with Miyagi's story, and it's not what Daniel thought it was, and man, that was good. But the fact that Daniel's mother knew the entire time,
that could have solved a lot of problems for sure. They could have helped.
How about you call your mama once a week, man? That's all you need to do.
Yeah. But even then, I thought that was like, it was fitting, because you find out like Mr. Miyagi went over there and kicked some ass, you know, like he wasn't the old little man who's like, oh, please give him back. He's like, nah, he went over there and slapped him around and took him back, you know. So, you know, it's not all about, you know, everything he taught, you know. So it was really well done. They handled Mr. Miyagi, I thought, really well.
Even with that's why I wanted to ask all you guys, say, how did you feel about it, Brad, man? How did you feel about the CGI and stuff they did with Mr. Miyagi, with Pat?
I thought it was fine. It didn't overstay its welcome. I thought they handled it in a pretty respectful way.
Yeah.
Somewhere Vin Diesel is taking notes.
He's like, yep, exactly. No, I 100% agree. It didn't overdo it. It did it the one time it needed to do it to forward the story with Daniel. It looked good too. It didn't look bad. You know, sometimes you get that uncanny valley situation, but I thought it looked good, and we get to see Mr. Miyagi kick some butt again. No.
I thought as long as his family got paid off of it, that's fine. If the studio took the liberty of doing it without giving his family money, then I hate it.
Ooh, I gotta look that up. I'm not sure. I'm assuming Netflix was. But yeah, no Hilary Swank cameos for season 6.
I was surprised they didn't bring they didn't that they didn't bring her in. And they brought just about all the other major players. They just kind of treated, just kind of completely ignored next Karate Kid. It would have been nice to see Hilary Swank show up.
But here's the thing: she had no connection with Daniel, right?
True.
Just Mr. Miyagi.
Just Mr. Miyagi.
If he's not there, Mr. Miyagi's not there. Yeah, I didn't see how she was going to fit seamlessly.
Yeah, I mean, you could have had her be a previous girls winner of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Then Daniel sees her wearing some Miyagi something, and and it's like, oh yeah, blah, But I get it.
That'll be kind of cheap. It'll be like, what's the point of her being there for no?
It would need to have been more like natural, and I think you would need to have done it early in the season,
or in 5, because this is like
even
cameos for 6 seasons. So I think season 5 would have been the thing for a cameo for Hilary Swank. Yeah. But I think once you added Chosen, that you didn't need Hilary Swank.
I agree. Yeah. But and also Hilary Swank is on a different level of actor level,
real
than,
actor,
than Ralph Macchio or I can't think of Johnny's real name.
William Zabka.
William Zabka.
Yeah. So, well, I would say all of this was because of How I Met Your Mother, right? I mean, if How I Met Your Mother wasn't a fan of William Zabka and the Karate Kid, I don't know if YouTube would have ever even started like the show back in the day, because that's how it started, was on YouTube Red, and with How I Met Your Mother, like with what's his name's character, being so like, no, William Zabka
Marshall?
is the great, not Marshall,
oh my God, what's
Barney.
So you're talking about LaRusso is the villain.
Yeah. So I mean, that's I mean, that's the reason why the movie started getting like this wind again, and then then that was it. People were just like, oh shit. So, but well done.
Shout out to Barney.
Shout out to Barney, who brought William Zabka to redeem himself.
Hey, Doogie Howser with the win again, man. Doogie Howser with the win again.
Exactly. Oh man, but cool. Anything else, guys?
Just greatness.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing a show for 6 seasons and this only takes 7 years. Stranger Things.
Yeah, right. Went from 2 production studios. Went from YouTube Red to
Netflix.
I know this is weird. I do want to ask. Zolo is going to be a star, right?
Yeah.
Is there anyone from the show else that you think is going to be a star? Is Peyton List going to end up being a star?
Peyton List is doing good because she has that other show, School Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing good for herself. I could see Tanner Buchanan, kind of having some longevity in Hollywood. Everyone else, like what's the guy who plays
Tanner's going to be married to Mary Mouser. They're engaged.
Yeah.
They're engaged. Sam and Robbie really get married. So
really a couple. Yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah, we already said Zolo Maraduena is, he's doing good for himself. He's going to continue on his Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a star in multiple ways. He's only 24. He's one of the younger people on the entire thing. I mean, Sam was like 28, 29 years old. So, the oldest person on all these high school kids. And you can see it in the last episode. I was like, she does not look like a little girl.
Okay. Yeah, by the end, yeah. But I can see Tanner and Peyton doing something in like a comic book movie. They got the fit for it. They got something like that. So, yeah. Or if they ever want to reboot the Power Rangers again.
You want to do another Ant-Man? When we recast Cassie Lang again?
Oh God, no. Let that die. I need that as a clip. Like, no, he's already dead. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Yeah. William Zach is the real Karate Kid. Yeah, but yeah, I hope to see some of them. Especially like Tanner and Peyton. I want to see them in some more stuff.
I want Dallas Dupree Young as Static Shock.
I'd be good.
I want it so bad.
Man.
He does the moves already, right? He already knows karate. He's already showed how he can be aggressive. I want him as Static Shock. He's 18 years old.
He's young.
Let's freaking go. James Gunn, go do that.
I used to say when he first showed up as Kenny that like his opening introduction was like his unofficial audition for Miles Morales, but at this point I need to forego that. He'd make a better Static Shock. He's like you said, he's at the right age. He looks the part. Either have him grow out some dreads or just put a dread wig on him, and there we go.
He can just grow out his hair a little bit, start with twist, and as he grows, you do it that way. But Static is perfect. James Gunn needs to go out there and do this now, and he can act.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100% with that. I completely forgot about him because we didn't see Kenny in the end. 100%. 100%. He needs to be Static.
It doesn't matter. 18 years old, if you filming right now, it doesn't matter because he's going to look like he's 18 years old.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Tom Holland's 26.
And he
was 26
out of high school.
He's like 30. He started off as 26. So it's okay. As long as he becomes Caleb McLauden.
Kids and grandkids.
Exactly.
18 is the right age of if filming begins today. But yeah, even if he starts to be 24, like he can still look young enough. He can still
look
2
years, 2, 3, 4 years, easy.
Yeah,
he'd be in high school.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Like you said, Mary Mouser was 28, 29, and she's supposed to be a senior in high school. All of them, Peyton, all of them were supposed to be like seniors. So
well, Peyton is 24. Like
it's
so,
24? Like okay,
yeah. So those are younger. They're younger than. Oh, she's 26. Peyton is 26. Zolo's 24.
Yeah, he's young.
He just turned 24. Yeah. Jacob
24,
and
like
Johnny. Yeah.
24, and he's supposed to be a high school senior. So, yeah.
And it works.
It works. Yeah. It works. Yeah. I like it. Definitely want to see that. I think he's a good actor. It definitely he showed his acting chops and his martial arts skills in the show.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's someone that I would like to see definitely in DC.
Yeah. We need that. Get some AI of him as Static. Start spreading that on social media. Because that's how a lot of these people get this fan casting. It's fans start doing that and start pushing it, and then we get it. But cool. Let's get out of here with this one. Show so awesome. Go watch it. Go binge it if you haven't seen it. It's definitely over the top. It's definitely very silly at times and crazy and high school drama and all that stupid silly stuff. Yet it works perfectly. It works perfectly in this show. It's exactly what you want to see if you love the Karate Kid. As a continuation of 6 more seasons. So yeah, definitely go check it out. We loved it from as soon as we started watching it. I think we started doing our reviews in season 3. I think season 3 or 4. So
it's definitely 3.
Yeah, I think 3. So we've been a fan from the beginning almost. So, but yeah, we want to hear from you guys though. What you guys think about Cobra Kai, the end of it. So leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the fights and the outcomes, all that cool stuff. So leave a comment. Let us know. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday and Thursday when we talk about movies, TV shows like this, trailer reactions, and other fun nerdy stuff. And we appreciate everyone in the live chat hanging out with us right now, and you guys stick around because we're going to get into your comments. Oh man, we got the Obathorian.
What's up, man?
Hope you guys are doing well. We are doing good, although we're about to log off for the night.
Because in my basement, it's like -5 degrees outside. It's gotta be like 1 degree in this basement.
I have a little space heater like right here. That's like right next to me.
You have a space heater and the heat on here.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm about to crack open the faucets a little bit so they don't freeze up.
Mm-hmm.
At least one, because it's really the only ones that are like an exterior wall. So just in case. But oh man, let's get out of here. Have you finished Solo yet? Silo.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, you finished all of it, right?
I finished all the books. The books are so good. Oh, it gets in so much more detail. Shift is interesting. I understand why they call it Shift, but Dust gives you such a good ending. The stories, how much they matter. Oh, I cannot wait to next season, because if they do this right, this could be epic. If they do it right, you understand who did what. Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay. I need to get the audiobooks. I need to start listening to it.
I sent you one of them.
What's that?
Yeah,
you did. Yeah, on Audible. Yeah. But I can't. I already used my free trial for Audible.
Oh, really? I got one like every month or something like that.
Oh, really? Okay. I can always use it to make up a different account or email. All right. What was saying? Oh man, which was your favorite book from the three?
The saddest book is Shift. That's the saddest and the most realistic. Like, oh shit. The most fulfilling is Dust.
Okay.
Wool is the best book, I think. Wool's the best book.
First one.
Yeah, the first one's the best one. More detailed. Shift is a lot of detail, and Dust is a great ending. And there are 3 great books. This is a great series. You're going to enjoy all 3 of them because they flow together so well, and the characters make sense and just stand out, and you can see yourself in a lot of different people.
Good to know.
The future is very male dominated.
Very much like the past and the present.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that because of the Main Street aspect? You don't know what's going on because of those aspects?
Yeah. I feel like if I say too much, then
get into spoilers.
Yeah. But I think the reason why Wool I think is the best one is because the main storyline really is explained the best in Wool. Now, there's a lot more jumping around in the other 2 books. Shift is a lot of jumping around, but you don't know why you're jumping around. You just know this is a really good story, and you read and really sad about it. Dust, they finish it so well. I think that's why Dust is a favorite. Because it's satisfying, because you went through a lot of journeys with these big books. But is it better than Shift? I don't know if it's better than Shift. This is a great ending. I just think Wool overall could have been a standalone book, and that's probably why I like it the number 1.
Okay. I know Erica, she's finishing up Shift right now, and she's just like, it's a lot, like in a good way. But yeah,
it's sad. It's man, Hugh Howie, bro. You put your foot in Shift. You really did.
Do you hope the TV show ends its own way or the same as the books?
I wanted to end very similar to the books. Similar. Doesn't have to be the exact same, but very similar.
Yeah. But also, it's like, I think if you're adapting a book, then usually it's because that book is good and you want to follow it as close as possible and still be able to.
It definitely did its own thing in Wool, and Shift is hard. It's going to be really hard to do. So I'm really interested to see how they do that.
Okay. Sounds interesting. Yeah. So I'm all for it. I can't wait.
It's so good. No, you're gonna. I mean, if you watch it, reading it, if you really are reading it, it's. I ran through them because I couldn't put it down. I was reading it. I'm like, man, this is so good, so good.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, man. When you get a story and you just like, I need to know all of it right now.
Yep,
yep. I 100% get that with Invincible for me.
I was reading. I was like, damn, I'm already down on the last 50 pages. What happened?
Damn. Oh, but, all right, let's get out of here. I'm getting tired. Cool. Yeah, let's get out of here. Appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. Once we cut it up, please share any of the clips that we do, any of the reviews. We appreciate it. We're trying to get to 2,000, hopefully by the middle of this year. We're about
165 right now.
Yeah,
165 away.
Yeah, so we should hopefully do that soon. But yeah, appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. Make sure you fill out the Oscar contest thing. Make sure you guys do that if you haven't done that. But cool. Let's get out of here. Have a safe week. It's supposed to get cold. All the Canadians up north, it's gonna be really, really cold. So be safe out there.
Bundle up.
Yep. Get your toasty toes ready. Oh man, I don't even want to go to work tomorrow.
Same.
I'm just like well, all right. Yep. Yeah, Chill said bundling. Exactly. Get those thermos, get the toasty toes, 3 pairs of socks, all that fun stuff. But cool. All right. We will see you guys on Thursday talking about Spider-Man and probably Mayfair Witches, maybe. We'll see.
Oh, God.
Maybe. I don't know. Not in Australia. Yeah, you guys are nice and toasty. All right. We will see you guys later on Thursday. Later.
See you guys.